All right, good morning, everybody. Let's make sure this is working as it should. So if you can hear my voice and it sounds good, audio-wise, if you don't mind hitting that number 1, that would be great. Philly, Sam, Zooks, Todd, Kyle Evil, Jessica Connor. All right, perfect. Good. All right, very quickly, for those of you that watch us in the archive, if you want to have something to continue to watch in the archive, this is totally viewer supported. There are no sponsorships. So code CLAY, all caps, with any of these prop firms I recommend Take Profit Trader. I think they're the king of the business industry right now. But yeah, these other prop firms, if you're more experienced and you're looking to build an empire, then there are other choices out there too. So yeah, code CLAY, all caps, with these prop firms is the way to help support the stream and ensure that it continues. So thank you for your consideration. And thank you all of you that are here right now listening to this live. And we are hopping into it. So yes, good morning, everybody. It is March 17th. The year is 2026. And we're on, what is it, Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. So hopefully everybody is off to a good start. I don't think it was too crazy this morning. Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything that was too wild. But overall, I think a decent day so far. Hopefully all, you managed things well. And right here, this could have gotten really squirrely because I can see people being kind of bullish with this. And had this move continued on down, it did come down a little bit through that purple line, but it's now recovered up nicely through there. So one of those where, yeah, I don't see anything too brutal, but that is also dependent on, case by case basis in terms of strategies. Yes, Philly, I did get your email. Okay, yeah, if there's a new picture, let me know, but I did forward that over to Jim, and so he can do with it what you will. But yes, friendly reminder, first off, if you've been here before and you know you're going to enjoy, to hit that like button. As many of you have told me, Clay, I love the live stream, but I because I'm a baboon, I forget every day to hit the like button. So you got to remind us. So on that note, here's your first reminder. We hit 400 likes yesterday, which was awesome. So let's see if we can do it again. Also set a new record yesterday, hit 100 likes before the 30-minute mark. So yes, hit that like button if you have been here before. Here's your first reminder. And hopefully we can get back up over 400 likes again. Another green day today. I'm feeling good again. I had to admit that I fell off. Yeah, and didn't you go back to the 25K too? Greed as usual, especially on today's St. Patrick's Day. Actually, no, somebody did ask. I did know that now that I think about it. Yeah, Jim's going to be a special guest today on the live stream. He's dressed, he's going to be our little leprechaun guest. Enough because of using the code. Yeah, Philly, you are just continuing to crush it. That's good stuff. Well, let's see what we can figure out here. Been kind of eyeing this level here. I'll officially get this in so you can kind of see what I've been eyeing, because I realize you guys don't. So right there, interesting level of resistance. So we'll see if the price can maybe make a push up through there. Wow, isn't it our lucky day? Jim wearing green. Well, Jim, the thing is, Jim's just wearing what he normally dresses because he is a leprechaun, so he just dresses like a leprechaun normally. It's your birthday. Well, happy birthday, Hoover. Happy birthday. Hopefully Marky's treating you okay on your birthday. Just putzing right here at this area of resistance. So kind of want to see what I mean, I'm kind of considering a short just in the event this is now some sort of sideways channel that's kind of forming, but I'm not totally convinced that this is a sideways channel. So therefore, going short right now seems a little too scary for me. I'm trading live. Got the luck. You mean you got a pro account? That what you mean by that, Hoover? So I'm not sure what you mean by you're trading live. So yeah, how are all your days going though? Green, red, terrible, great, best day ever, worst day ever, passing account, balloon account, qualified for a payout. You're watching for a double top. Okay, up there. Yeah, Brian, how are you doing, Brian? I lost track of that pro. Is that one in payout territory now, or are you still working at it? I don't. Okay, Hoover, I didn't realize you have a live account. Or do you just mean like a pro account, a funded account? Like a past test account? Or do you literally mean like a live account, like a pro plus account with Take Profit Trader? Pro is going to... Nice. Good job, Brian. Love to see it. Red barely, but dug my way out of being down. Oh, wow. Nice clock. Very anticlimactic for me. I had 2 quick trades this morning. I bought this dip, and then on the way up, as it came up, it was forming a big hammer candle, so I bought, I think, right around here, and then scalped out. So, pretty anticlimactic morning for me. Not a whole lot to talk about. And then, was trying to putz around. I couldn't quite nail any of my MNQ trades, which, by the way, today, I think officially it makes more sense to trade the M. So the M contract as opposed to the H contract. I think today we've kind of crossed over that line. So if you are still on the H, meaning if the contract you're trading has an H right there instead of an M, I want to say that, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to say today the M's now officially have more volume than the H. So from just a basic volume liquidity standpoint, again, maybe your strategy actually enjoys lesser volume. So I'm not saying universally, but I think odds are it's probably better to be on the M now. Yeah, same here, Zooks. It asked if... so I think a lot of you with Tradeovate, it probably asked if you wanted to roll forward anyways. But there you go. I'm going to racehorse model. I'm going racehorse model on this go around instead of copy trading them all. I have 4 in the stable already. And then just do one at a time, Greg. I mean, to be fair, Greg, you can still do the racehorse model with copy trading. And I realize you know this just because you're a smart guy. But, like, obviously that just implies that you're going to have way more test accounts going at the same time, too. Because you've got to be able to keep up with the racehorse copy trading and all that. So, you can still do racehorse model with copy trading. You'll have to... Well, I would assume when you're running your test accounts, you're probably copy trading those, too. You switched yesterday? Yeah, I was still on the H's yesterday. Well, the longer this putz is around up here, especially if we can get another higher low, this is essentially, as far as I'm concerned, we're looking at basically an ascending triangle pattern. Not a perfect lower trend line, but the lower trend line just trying to illustrate the idea that, yeah, we have this flat top, but like over time, it is kind of just grinding higher and higher. So I am thinking about potentially trying to break out now. What I guess equate to an ascending triangle breakout. I have passed the test and I'm on a pro account, but not sure the next step. I'm not sure what do you mean by the next step. The next step is you got to trade and then get to your buffer, and then anything above the buffer you can either leave in the account to quote-unquote build buffer or you can pay yourself with. Again, I'm not sure if that's what you're asking, but like you just keep trading. I passed my first eval yesterday. Hey, Sid, good job. And I'm now funded, was prompted to roll over, but I cannot trade on that account. Okay, where'd my cursor go? All right. Again, thinking about, I don't know, should I wait for clearance? Maybe I should put my buy up here instead of trying to anticipate it. All right, if this comes down and then comes back up, I'm going to try to anticipate the break. But step one for me, I want to see it come down here, hit that green line, which is a 21 EMA. And then if it starts to head back up, I will go ahead and try to take a swipe at it. Did that come down enough? technically no. Technically no, but this area here is stubborn. It's tempting me. Oh, it's tempting me. All right, right now I'm glad I resisted. Ooh, wow. Gold just rolled over it. Ooh, that's rough. That's dirty. Gold acting like it's wanting to break out, and it did break out to be fair, but acting like it really wanted to start to, and then just like that, boom. Yikes. That got some people. That definitely cooked some people there. That's what's oil doing? Come on, oil, die. Die, oil, die. But yikes, that is something else right there on gold. If any of you here got, I can see how you'd be feeling bullish at that moment, and then for that to turn around that quick. Man, just, I don't know. Probably the safer thing would be to just wait for it to clear up through these levels. Yeah, that's not the greatest entry point, but man, trying to anticipate the break, that's hard. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times now. 7, 8 over here to get through that line. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. I don't know. Something in my loins is telling me don't press the trigger yet. My loins are speaking to me. Don't do it yet. I'm trying to listen to my loins. Listen to your loins when they're calling for you. I don't know if I might not listen to them here. Oh. But in all actuality, what in the world? This thing is barely budging. Look how small this range of the candle is. What is this? High of 90, low of, so like an 8-point range here. Is it starting to go? My loins are telling me don't do it, Clay. I might disobey my loins, though. Who here is long? Give me a 1 if you're already long. I'm curious. I guess, and give me a 2 if you're short. Is anybody actually short here? 1 if you're long, 2 if you're short. Okay, please just hit the number once, because then you destroy the survey if the same person hits the same number over and over. Anybody short, though? Compton is short. Trucking for Dividends is short. Okay. Mary is short. That. Man. I don't know. Now, I mean, this candle is pretty brutal. An 8-point range candle coming from the past few weeks where it was moving 8 points within like a blink of an eye. I'm long till new highs minimum. Roger that. What's up, Clay? Sign out. Do you have a good day, Preston? Right now, I'm glad I did listen to my loins because it's pulling back here. Still could recover back up. Shorts will win. Okay. Okay. Shamel, you think the shorts will win, okay? I'm waiting for this thing to now explode upwards, though. I think he might have just initiated the Darcy effect here. Wait until it clears. I don't know, Jonesy. Jonesy, baby. How come when I read your name, I think of Santa baby? Santa baby. That's what I think about when I read your name. Jonesy baby. Jonesy baby. Much better than yesterday. All right. Good job, Preston. I don't even know what to think. Do I even want to get involved with this? What is up with this action? Oh, my goodness. In fact, this rate, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going about 16 minutes of this total range means 65 up to, we'll call it 95. So 30-point tight little range here. Okay, so you switch from correct. Someone told, yeah. Today, as far as I'm concerned, assuming you want the highest volume contract, then yeah, today you want to switch to M's. TTM squeeze, show short term lower. I don't know what any of that means. Momentum in 50-minute wicks tell me long looking. Yeah, I mean, even if I don't, this is just such slow and tight range price action right now. Once again, I don't know why I'm always shocked by this every month. I'm sorry, like every time the Fed announcement is coming, and then the 2 days, Monday, Tuesday, prior to the Wednesday announcement, I'm like, man, the price is kind of slower. Like every time it catches me off guard. Okay, here we go. Maybe. Again, I'm watching for the Darcy effect. We were told that the short will win. So I'm waiting for the Darcy effect to kick in where the short definitely will not win. Oh, okay, Darcy effect already paid you. All right, Ty's already been paid by the Darcy effect. I'm trying to trust in some scientific principles here, aka the Darcy effect. Yeah, Cody, that's a good way of putting it. Market is taking a nap. Oh my goodness, today's been, fine. Like, there's been plenty of movement, but then I start the live stream and to be fair, I think yesterday I had a trade super fast within the live stream because there was great action. But yeah, today, man, it's like Marky, the market maker, knew that the stream was starting, and it's like, all right, I'm slowing things down. The probability of Darcy effect is 50%. You have not been following the Darcy effect at all, Abel. Darcy effect is what? At least 80%? It's got to be at least 80%. Maybe even higher. What is this trash? Yeah, this is rough right now. 30-point range here. Oh my goodness, another. Yeah. I think Jonesy baby. I think he's probably right, or she, or what, or I don't know. If they're a furry, I don't know. How do furries refer to them? Anyways, I don't know. Do you wait for I think you just got, if anything, put a buy like right there. Let it try to clear through all this sloppiness. But I don't know if I'm confident enough for that anyways. Great. Yeah, right now, it's coiling up. We have a tight little range. It is in an uptrend. It's respecting the purple line here. The ascending triangle is still in play. But for me, it's more so just such tight. Yeah, man, this is rough. Is there a news thing coming out soon? Like, is it waiting for... Not that I'm aware of. I don't think there's any news, but maybe that's what it's doing. I'm not sure. Hey, hit that like button if you're enjoying in any way, shape, or form. Hitting the like button is a very valuable metric for me. So in my pursuit of gauging, are people interested? Therefore, should I continue to use my time to live stream? If people are interested, then I'll continue to use my time to live stream. So that's the metric in which I use the like button, is to gauge people's interest. So please hit it if you are enjoying in any way, shape, or form. Could you remind us above the purple? Could you remind us? The purple. Okay, Connor, you have to promise to write this down. Tell me right now, Clay. I promise I will write this down. If you promise me, Connor, I will tell you. Because you clearly have forgotten, which is okay. That's fine. That's fine that you forgot. But let's get like a sticky note. All right, here we go. Purple line is a 50-period simple moving average. Green line is the 21 exponential moving average. So in other words, in the cool kid lingo, this is the 50 SMA. This is the 21 EMA. Oh, that's true. St. Patty's Day is when corned beef and cabbage. Dude, I love corned beef. I'm going to have to run and get some. I love corned beef. Terrible for you, but I love it. That's true. That is, thank you, Versace. I forgot about that. Corned beef. Dude. What am I doing with my life? How did I forget? Well, wait, it's beef, though. Oh, man. So how expensive is corned beef this year? Must be crazy expensive. I'm going to short corned beef is bad for you. Is it good for... I thought it was just filled with salt. I could be wrong. I will confess that maybe I got that one wrong. I just thought it was like super, super salty. But I'll also, in the spirit of trying to be objective, maybe it's not as salt. I just thought it was super salty. Got some American Wagyu. Not too bad. Look at you and your Wagyu. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it had a lot of sodium, salt. In the brining process, yeah, okay. But yeah, I don't have any empirical data, but I think because since it's corned beef and cabbage, I think there's no other night that husbands are forced to sleep on the couch than St. Patrick's Day. Because of corned beef and cabbage, if you know what I'm saying. I think tonight in America and probably Ireland, don't you? No, that was not in Ireland. St. Michael's? No, that's Scottish. Anyways, yeah, I think a lot of husbands will be sleeping on the couch tonight. Oh, thank you, Jonesy, for clarifying where I was hinting. Jonesy's here to just, you know what, Clay? There's no need to beat around the bush. I'm just going to say it. All right, well, a dirty, dirty rat move up here. I'm glad I'm glad I listened to my loins, because as I was saying, my loins are like, I don't think this is a long. My loins are saying down here might be a long, though. Down around these lows. So let's see if it wants to drop a little bit more. Now it looks like the shorts did not get enough pies into the face yet, but what about those bulls holding the longs from the highs? I mean, if a long is holding from the highs and they're still holding, to me, that's not trading. That is just purely holding and hoping. Because, I mean, if you bought the highs and you sat through all this, I mean, that was like essentially, it was over 100-point move that you're holding against. Like, that's the epitome of holding and hoping. So, yeah, bulls holding the longs from high of day. Though they are definitely not traders. They're just holding and hoping that it comes back up. There is no, like, how do you sit through a 100-point pullback? Folks, normal day at GME. Predictive negative earnings. Prepare for a real short squeeze. Oh my, hey, stock updated daily. I don't know what live streams you go to, but around here, I mean, we're going to chew that nonsense up, brother. You should probably go pump somewhere else. The fact that you are spending any amount of time on GME reveal, like, you are wasting your time on GME. Even if I concede, let's say GME goes on a great squeeze, there are still better ways to go about making money. Prop firms and futures. Like, I assure you, somebody that is copy trading, let's just say, I mean, even just 5 accounts, but let's say 20 accounts, they're going to look at any GME squeeze. I am not a believer that there's going to be another one in human history. But even if I just, for argument's sake, say, okay, yeah, there will be a squeeze, get that nonsense out of here, boy. Squeezes in stocks is laughable. Mathematically provable, laughable compared to what can be accomplished with futures in a prop firm. Specifically, if you start to venture into copy trading. So, brother, don't pump here. Don't try to pump here, boy. GME is a joke, and it's a shame that you are a Kool-Aid drinker and still part of the cult, brother. Time to wake up. Time to wake up, brother. I'll use GME as toilet paper, boy. What are you doing? And then he has the gall here to... I don't think he knows what he stepped into here. We got a bunch of savage baboons in here. We're not going to put up with that nonsense. Goodness. Oil is the new GME. Kind of. I don't know. Oil's gotten kind of boring. I mean, it's moving, but like, not like it was last week. Look at this. Now just a bleed. So this is where anybody that was trying to play this, this pattern up here, good lesson why you got to just stop out, as frustrating as it can be, because you never know if this sort of movement is coming against you. I was waiting till yesterday all day long for the test of the high day, and they did it in a minute, but too late, and then collapsed. And they did it. Who's that? Who did it? Milan. I just think we trade very differently. If you are in a position holding all day, we're. I'm not saying your strategy is wrong. I'm just saying we are definitely very different traders. Like sitting in a position all day long, no thanks. I'd rather have the doctor check my prostate compared to sitting in a position all day long like that. But hey, man, if that's your strategy, more power to you, brother. I know NQ made a big shot up, but like that was just I don't know. I'm assuming there was some sort of news at that point. Aren't baboons? I don't know. I don't know my my monkey species very well. Well, I know gorillas. I know gorillas are like the big black ones, and orangutans are the orange ones. But after that, my favorite kind of monkey is spider monkey a real thing or no? Maybe I should not have said that. Is that going to get me in trouble? Uh-oh. Spider. Please tell me it's a real thing. It is. Okay, it is. It is. Spider monkeys are legit. Okay. I don't know if that was just some sort of like hip lingo that I was not aware of, that I should not have just said. Hey, hit that like. We're 5 away from 100. Let's go. Let's get this 100 likes again in the opening 30 minutes. So if you have not yet hit that like button, please do so. Oh, is that what launched it, Ty? What was it, the NVIDIA dude? He finally said something that the market liked for a second. There we go, 103, love it. Jensen claimed that there will be $1 trillion in GPU. Okay, all right, so that's the moment. So it did live up to what we thought was he could potentially move the market, and he did, but it was very short-lived. Gotcha. Oh my goodness, this is where are we at? Okay, so I was going to say no trades yet, but technically we're not even 30 minutes in. But yeah, this is kind of luck. Long entry at 980. Stop at 960. Long at 980. Okay. Keyboard decided to hose up. Missed that whole move. What's hose up? What froze up? What do you mean hose? Keyboard decided to, that's got to be a typo. I think you meant froze up. Thing is, on the trillion statement, it was less than the earnings call a few weeks ago. Gotcha. Hosed equals messed. Oh, okay. Yeah, anything wireless to me freaks me out. In trading, I don't want any. I want that hard wire. Hey, JP. All right. If this thing comes up here and comes back down, I am going to take a swing at it from the short side. In fact, let's just try it right here. If it's good. Yeah, bounce up some more and now come back down. Going to try a short here. Especially now, if I can get filled, that will be the third upper shadow in a row, which would then symbolize basically the third failed bounce upwards here. So just trying to think, okay, maybe this failed bounce will lead to at least another little bit of a move down. So trying to get short at the red line. But only at the red line. Let's see if we can get... Man, you're always green when I pop in. I try. But I'm unfortunately not always green. Like, okay, here we go, maybe. If that red line turns blue, I'm short. That's true, Cody. I agree. Yeah, I like it. I like it if it comes back down. Because right now, if it comes down, that means this big green candle here has gone away. But if this is a genuine bounce back up, well then, me waiting for confirmation will help me avoid a losing trade. So obviously, worst case for me is if it comes down here, fills me, and then comes straight back. Okay, well, at this point, never mind. Looking like maybe there's some true bouncy behind it. Maybe a short here. I don't know. I got to be careful. Nah, whatever. That's what stops are for. Is this about to just be some sort of like new channel for the rest of the day? If so, then technically I'd be diddling in the middle if I were to get short there, but I might take a swing at it. We'll see if it can get up to that. This line right here being the 21 EMA. Stay around. Yeah, that's a good point, Todd. Yes, stick around, JP, and you'll see some red. Probably might be worthwhile getting this trend line in place here. I think enough people are probably now drawing that trend line. And I make that comment because when a lot of people have drawn the same trend line, then you can potentially get some self-fulfilling prophecies around that area. Roger that, JP. Good. I'm glad you stick around, brother. Oh my god. Okay, so I think at this point, I don't know. You never. That's the thing. Maybe the action starts up, but I think this is kind of going to be the action we'll have from now until pretty much tomorrow at what 2 p.m. Eastern when the Fed makes the announcement. I mean, it's still tradable. It's just it's certainly requiring more patience. But right here, ooh, that's rough. That's rough. Especially that final little gasp, act like it wanted to come, and then down. Whew. All right, maybe a short around here. That's, yeah, that is a fair point. Unless there's some sort of, Iran type news. 46 up to, yeah. Okay. I'm going to try a short here. Just put my stop up there. Let's see if it wants to get rejected off of the 21 EMA here. So if that... Ooh. Okay. Okay, I'm in. Come on. Oh, I'll take that little scalpy. Ooh. Uh-oh. What? Oh, that was a bad decision. I did get nervous because it started to get a little jumpy, and then I was like, uh-oh, is this thing about to jump against me all of a sudden? So I decided to just hop out. What time is it? Oh, okay. That definitely picked up pace there. At least the way I viewed it, I was like, wait a second, this looks different all of a sudden. It's getting jumpy. That stopped out your long. Yeah, that was oil recovered. Yeah, oil is growing. I have not paid attention after yesterday's kind of real life experiment that we had. I've kind of abandoned that there's a strong correlation anymore, but I don't know. Maybe it's getting back on. Okay, whoa skills. Can you please hit, or can you type ABC, please? I think you might be a bot. So whoa skills. That seems like something a bot would just randomly say. Could you type ABC, and then that way we know you're not a bot? That made me green on all accounts. Hey, JJ. Slam poetry bot, yeah. Let me check the when was this profile created? Let's see. No, that's, are they just a troll? That profile was created in 2011. I would assume a true bot would have been just like created a couple days ago. I don't know. All right, now coming back down. The channel, yeah, I saw that. Hacked account turned into a bot. Is that a thing? Honest question on my part. Is that what hackers do? They hack an account and then they just sell them off to like bot people? But what's the point of that? Okay, let's just assume that's true. Somebody hacked to get that account, and then they've turned that account into a bot to do that. So like what is the point of that though? Yes, it's old, unused. Okay, fine. But like what's the point? Like what are they accomplishing? Like are they again, okay, fine, there's bot farms, but like what is this bot farm trying to accomplish by stopping into a live trading stat and then doing that quote? Legitimizes the bot. Okay, fair. Wow. Now, okay, we're at this chart. Is oil going up right now? Not really. All right, I'm going to try a short here, and if it just V-shaped straight back up, well, I'm about to have a losing trade. There we go. Back test of that level right there. Okay, little scalpy scalp there. Okay, so you're... Bro, what are you yapping about? Joe Mama. Time to abandon shorts. I don't know. You guys, stop. Don't acknowledge Joe Mama. And when I say Joe Mama, I mean the dude Joe Mama. You know, I'm not actually ripping on your mama. I'm saying Joe Mama. I just exited to keep my 20 points. What do you think of the 835 level? 835, that seems kind of... You mean 935? My initial thoughts are 835 seems very far away for me. A 10-second losing scalp? What? No, that trade I took was was not a losing trade. Oh, sorry to hear that, Compton. Well, so far the trend line has held. Expat with the 50. Yeah, I've pulled up the 15-second. I've softened. I used to think that was crazy, but I've actually made a couple trades on it. So, hey Nam, good morning. All right, let's see. I don't know if it comes back down that trend line. I'm starting to think short, but I'm not going to commit to it. Yeah, we'll see if 25,000 is support or not. Might be looking for another short up around the 21 EMA. I'm trying to trade the channel, but very tricky. Yeah, got to be careful. Especially when you're in the middle of the channel. Trading a channel is actually very straightforward. You short the top of the channel, you buy the bottom of the channel. So there's actually nothing tricky about trading a channel in that regard. But yeah, if you're putzing around in the middle, that's where it definitely becomes tricky. Did oil roll back over? No, oil was kind of just... Okay, all right. Gold making a push down through, though. So that was a pivot point. Okay. So for you gold traders out there, I guess potentially a support right here at 50.03. Other than that, maybe a double bottom. In fact, I might take a swing at it down there if it drops. So I'll keep a close eye on it off screen. Maybe go for a double bottom on gold. Should probably use MGC on it though. Yeah. All right, still got a ways to go down here, but yeah, so 49.95, interested in a potential long. Could somebody watch you every day for a month and do nothing else and become a good trader? No. Nope. Oh, become a goof trader. Yeah, I guess, yeah, maybe a goof trader, but good trader, no. I'm currently experimenting with a 20 period 2 standard deviation channel. Well, and how's it going, AJ? What are your thoughts on it? That's true. Yeah. I assume there was a typo, but yeah, if the question was a goof trader, yeah. Oh yeah. gooftrading.com. All right, are we about to get the breakdown here? I think so. Trying to get short. I am short. Let's see if we can get a push down through here. Looking to play the, well, I mean, I'm looking for the breakdown. So I am playing the breakdown, or the suspected breakdown. That's what I'm looking for here. Come on. Let's get some momentum to the downside, boys. No, wrong way. Come back down. Do I want to add? I don't know. Do I want to add? That would look kind of spicy at this point. No, I better not. I don't want to out-fancy myself. Uh-oh. That was delayed. That's a little spooky. No, I don't copy trade. Is the blue lines... No, the blue line's my entry point. Which, yeah, is now acting as support, you dent. Thanks. Thanks, you jerk. Look what you did, you little jerk. Name the movie. You got... Come on. All right, well... All right, got to cut that one loose. Correct, Home Alone. I might take a swing at it again if it drops all the way back down, which it's maybe doing. And if it suckers me in again, then I'll just try to laugh at it just so I don't lose my mind. All right, I'm going to try a short once again. Maybe I got fooled. Looking for a short once again. Maybe this will be the breakdown here that I got spooked out of, and then it's come right back down, so that's always great, but... And looking to get short at the red line. Five-minute would look really good if I can get filled there. Big old upper shadow on it. We do essentially have a descending triangle. So that's another way we could look at this. Descending triangle. Okay, I'm in. Come on. Come on, descending triangle. Give me the breakdown. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Give me some more breakdown. Come on. Come on, get down below 25K. Come on, do it. Do it. Do it. All right, there is a delay right now. There is definitely a delay. I put that order to try to scalp out. And I mean, it was probably like a half second or so. It was not instant like it normally is. And that almost cost me. I mean, it still might come down. But all right, well. I need to be... Okay, that was instant. That was instant. That was instant. Nope, nope, nope. I clicked it. I clicked it. All right, there we go. There's the delay out there. Maybe it's my internet. I don't know, but that was delayed right there. No, no. My internet looks fine. So I think, so I don't know. Just be careful out there right now. Is it okay? So I'm not the only one right now. Order not getting. No, it was no. It's delayed. The orders are delayed. Yeah. Gold. Thank you. Almost to the low, but I'm not. I gotta set this out for now. My chart of eight's acting goofy. Man, that's a bummer. I hate when that happens. Was short. That one knocked me out. I guess in hindsight, well, that's what you get for putting your stop in front of the 21 EMA. Okay, fine. But, oh well, at least I was smart enough to get back in. That's disappointing. Okay, that was instant. 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 All right, maybe we're good now. Okay, I think I'm good. All right, on the 5 minute here, we are now approaching the 50. So I would personally be scared to be getting short right now because this is a very credible bounce point. Doesn't mean it will bounce, but I am interested in a long down around here, which is the VWAP. Got to use legit platform. Well, I mean, I've used Lightspeed trading. I used to use Lightspeed trading, which is you can't really get any more legit than Lightspeed trading, and they also have had issues from time to time. So yeah. When you complain to trade, yeah, it definitely becomes a clown fiesta. Europe is closed 6 minutes ago. Roger that. All right, here we go. Maybe. Whoa, hey, okay. Now we're getting some spice. Whoa, gold just plummeted through that area. Is oil going up right now? What do we got going on here? Yeah, oil with some upwards movement here. Yeah, so Christian, did you just get stopped out of that one trade plan you gave us, I think, if I scroll back up? I think Christian Garcia, which again, to his credit, he mapped out a trade plan ahead of time. But I think that one just got stopped out. Yes, I did. Hey, good discipline. I appreciate you having the courage to put a trade plan out publicly ahead of time. Nothing but respect. Looking at the oil news, Bank of America is selling oil at and above 100. Clay, if trading should be more part-time, what other income streams would you recommend? I don't know, dude. I don't know your skill set. All right, oil is at the VWAP now in the 5 minute. So I don't know, is this finally going to be a point where it gets smacked back down for a little bit? I don't know. Clean out investment properties for investors. Either if they have to foreclose or evict somebody, offer to clean out the place for them. And then you can also learn, you'll be able to rub shoulders with real estate investors, learn from them. Be a good gig. Okay, Versace, we're not going to do this again. We need a trade plan from you with 3 numbers. No more of this just lip flapping nonsense, Versace. We're not going to do this again. Day trade during the morning and truck driver at night might be the move. I don't know. You're presupposed. So when are you going to sleep? Well, nice move off of VWAP here. Sleep is for poor people. Okay, yeah, cool saying, but like your body is actually going to need sleep. So like I get it. That makes you sound like a tough guy. I understand it makes you sound like a baller and a grinder, but like, are we talking reality here? Or are we just like, are we just in like meathead mode right now? Like, are we going to both start like sipping our creatine and doing deadlifts while we talk about this stuff? Or are we trying to actually be practical? Yeah, no, the science on sleep is insane. Like, sleep is legitimately healthy for you. Especially if you want to drive trucks. Like, with all due respect, as a father of 6 kids, I get it. I'm in, like, dad mode right now. But, like, I really don't actually appreciate that mentality. Sleep is for poor people, so let me go sleep deprived and drive a truck. Like that is such a dented point of view. Again, when you have kids, it changes you. I get it. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this dad. Yeah, dang straight, boy. I'm a baller. I'm gonna go drive a truck, sleep deprived. No, that's a total selfish baboon move. And trade for 5 hours. What do you mean trade for 5 hours? Why do people think you need to trade for 5 hours? Dude, especially in futures, you need like an hour. Holy smokes, you don't need 5 hours. Well, Clay, you're like trading for 4 hours. Yes, because I'm on a live stream. Clay, how's it going? Not too bad, Baked. Would you recommend day trading while truck driving? Yeah, that's what I would recommend. Okay, looking for a long. In fact, I'm going to just throw it out here right now, anyways. I will try a long right here. Stop right there. Let's see if we can get a bounce. I trade for about 5 to 8 hours a day. That sounds miserable. Like, I like trading, but I don't like it that much. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Jonesy, baby. Like, don't get me wrong. If you, like, genuinely enjoy trading and you're like, no, this does not feel like work at all, I absolutely love it, then, okay, go for 12 hours a day. I think the thing you have to be aware of is, are you really finding that many good setups over that period? And if like I'm not Clay, but I just absolutely love it. It does not feel like work at all. Okay, fine. But like for me, no, that sounds miserable. I do like trading. I've been doing it long. Like I don't mind trading, but there are so many other things I'd prefer to do as compared to sit at my computer and watch a screen. Well, never mind on that long. So as it bounces, go ahead and get rid of that. Trucker friend tells me of a time he needed something from the sleeper and was staring with his foot while stretching back to get it. Yeah, well, I'm sure that happens more than we'd care to really. Thanks, Bill. Just got your email. That's good stuff. Yeah, it did. That was interesting. They did both oil and MNQ did hit VWAP at the same time. Interesting indeed. Yeah, if that's the comparison, Todd, I'm with you there. But 8 hours of watching it. So in my world, it's 8 hours of watching the screen and clicking a mouse versus 8 hours of hanging out with my family, playing outside. I'm going to go ahead with hanging out with my family and playing outside. But yes, I agree under those pretenses. I would also take trading. Like, bless their hearts, but it just makes me laugh when the younger folk, and I don't judge, because when you, as cliche as the saying is, it's true. Like, when you have kids, like, you change. Like, your perspective on things changes. But, like, you can always tell who maybe the younger crowd is, because you're like, this. I'm like, dude, maybe that sounded good to me, like, back then, but now, yeah, bro, we're just speaking different languages. What if you don't have a family? Well, I don't know. Then start a family. Go find yourself a nice lady who likes you enough to say yes when you propose, and you can start a family. I don't know, Kristen Garcia. I mean, let's. How about you problem solve, you dent? You dent. By the way, I am King Dent. I am King Baboon. Okay, we might get a. Looking for a potential short here off of the 21 EMA. Okay, I'm short. Let's get my first couple of targets out there. There we go. So let's see if the 21 EMA does once again want to reject it back down like it's done in the past. Can imagine not having. Well, I think Christian Garcia, he might be a younger dude. Hence why I've jumped to the conclusion of, well, why don't you go start a family? Come on. Come down and hit my first target. Come on, brother. Get down there. Come on. Get down there. Do it. Do it. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Let's make sure this is a winning trade now. So this will be a green trade. Now just a question of how big of a green trade, because I don't know how far down this wants to roll over. No, come back down. And it did not want to play ball. Okay. Wait, Trump's speaking right now? Okay, Fiora Capital. So you're not actually serious in any of this. Is that the right conclusion? Like you're not actually serious? I feel like the more you expose yourself to the markets, the more likely you will give back any gains you've made. No. I hear what you're saying. I would just push back, and I think that's a matter of nuance of, well, what do you mean by expose yourself to the market? I would argue if exposing yourself to the market means you're taking like A plus, A minus setups, then I don't think you're more likely to give money back, because per the definition of those setups, the odds should be in your favor. But if exposing yourself to the market just means getting bored, so you throw on a trade in like a B plus setup or a B minus setup, if that's how you're defining exposing yourself to the market out of boredom or frustration, then yeah, I would agree with that. I told you one, Fior. You think I'm joking. Find real estate investors, offer to clean out their properties. If I were to go back and have to start over again, that's what I would do. I would build a real estate empire by getting my foot in the door of real estate, by rubbing elbows with real estate investors. And I would do that by saying, hey, I know you have to evict tenants. I know you buy dumps that you're going to flip. And I know part of that phase is needing to clean them out. I will do the cleaning out for you. And I would show up on time and I would do a good job. And then from there, I would build. There is such a demand for that. Or real estate agents. Hey, real estate agents, I know sometimes you work with banks, and I know sometimes banks have to take back houses, and part of that is you have to get that house cleaned out. Like that is what I already told you if you are capital trading. That's what I would do. You ask for a suggestion, and then you kind of toss that aside and like, well, I'm going to drive a truck, which is fine too, but I try to help you figure it out, brother, by asking about the sleep, and then I get the cliche, sleep is for poor people. Okay, bro. Pass me the chicken breast and broccoli and creatine. But dude, that's not like I have to go out and get like garbage water on me and like lift things and yeah. That's called a competitive advantage. What advantage do you? Well, anybody can do that. And true, but your competitive advantage is your willingness to do it. In this day and age, world filled with a bunch of marshmallows, your competitive advantage is just the fact that you'll suffer through getting a little garbage water on yourself because you realize it's only a temporary thing. Clay, do you have a video explaining why you switched? I do. Yeah, somewhere. The main reason, though, is futures are just way better. And then prop firms are even, futures move way better. There's no pattern. Not that it mattered for me, but there's no pattern day trading rule. Compared to options, there's no theta. So yeah, futures move better. And your risk is so much more controlled because of prop firms. So day trading futures through a prop firm is, in the category of day trading, mathematically provable, the most efficient way to go about day trading. I'm out of focus on the webcam. Is that true? Am I out of focus on the webcam? I started my own lawn business through realtor companies, yeah. And the lawn business seems saturated. It seems like that's what a lot of people do. But the whole cleaning stuff out, I'm telling you, there's people that will do it. Exactly, Ape. Yeah. Futures have very, very, very tight spreads. Thank you. I do look handsome. Thank you, Ace Trades. You're a sweetheart. All right, look at this 5-minute. Are we about to get another upper shadow here? So maybe another short incoming. We'll have to see what happens. Did the hairstylist not show up this morning? Dude, I never look at my hair. Like I mean the hair, the little I have left. I guess it's not like terrible. Anyways, no, I do I do. This is probably really, once I get in my new office and I have a better setup with like cameras and lighting, I'll probably have to consider that a little bit more. But like the one nice thing about where I'm at in my temporary spot, it's like, I don't like, who cares? Like, I don't think anybody can notice anyways. Hair is for the poor. Take base hits. Are you in a closet? Kinda. You could call this a closet because it's windowless, but it is a room, but you could call it a closet. Cool, Ape. Yeah. Well, if well, I'm highly confident. If you're to trade futures, you will reach the conclusion. Oh wow, futures move so much better than stocks. Yeah, we're gonna. I have no idea who they are. So with all due respect, we're gonna get that name out of here. We're not gonna serve as a. But yeah, I had to do a large capital contribution to join. Yeah, exactly. You continue to prove why prop firms are way better. A large, think about what you just said, or think about what Ape was like. I had to take a large capital contribution to trade things that don't move as good as futures. Like Ape, my brother, dude, a large capital contribution. You could get involved with the prop firm I'm using and recommend. I'll just go to the extreme end of the situation. For 150K in buying power, for a large capital contribution of $216. Or on the other end, you could get 25K in buying power for $90. And the per month is only during the test phase. After you pass the test, that goes away. This was before these prop firms were born. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know what Ken's angle is here. He played the victim card yesterday, and now he's pulling that off. Ken, are you just a troll? Like, what's the angle here, brother? No, I appreciate that, Ape. Thank you for not biting into whatever that dude's trying to attempt here. Don't recognize the name. Showed up yesterday with the weirdest argumentation ever. Played the victim card, and now he's pulling that off. So now I'm wondering if is he been here before, and this is some sort of new name? No, he created a profile in 2020, so I don't know. Hey, Clay, we had a sonic boom over Cleveland today from a meteor. Really? That's interesting. Technically, your buying power is the drawdown amount, not the account size. Well, no, your buying power is the amount of contracts you can buy. But yes, the risk is certainly the drawdown. Oh, Nathan, all over the news. Oh, really? Yeah, I haven't looked at the news a whole lot today. Yeah, exactly. Bad time for random sky booms right now. So where'd the meteor land then? The tricky part about the short right now is on the 5-minute. We keep putzing around the 50 period something moving average. So it's just like, I don't know. It's kind of just in the way. I think we had this yesterday too, or was that last week? I can't remember, where it's just not quite a totally clean setup. Are you sure it was a meteor or is it something else? Dun, dun, dun. Let's get out the tinfoil Speedos here. Was it a meteor? Right? If it's a meteor, you would think that it landed somewhere. Yeah, Superman's finally here, huh? Gandalf. Good old Gandalf from Star Wars. It's as long as you want. The testing is just this. So 50K, prove that you can make 3,000, but don't lose 2,000. Down here. You can take as long as you want, but I always say aim to pass within 1 month. That way you only make this payment once. Because if it takes you 6 months to pass, you have to pay that 6 times. You may say, well, Clay, I've never made 3,000 a month before. I'm not saying it's easy, but what I'm saying is the way futures move, $3,000 in a month is is very reasonable. Again, not easy, but reasonable given the nature of how futures move. So it's It can be as long as you want, but from like a number standpoint, I say try to aim to pass within 1 month. Can you please show how to copy trade on Tradovate? You just, on your Tradovate at the top, there's that menu where you click on it, and then there's an option to just group. You click on group, and then you can, it's pretty intuitive. Yeah, if you just go to the link, Ape, a lot of your questions are answered right there. I don't know what to do. I think I might try another short here. Let's see. Short 83. I am taking a wider stop, so I should probably reduce size on it. Do I just play it? Yes, I'm talking to myself right now. Maybe I should just try a breakdown or get out. That way I can keep my risk profile a little bit smaller. Yeah, maybe I can try that. Okay, let's see it come up, bounce up, and then if it wants to come back down, I'll throw an order in. Okay, so bounce like it wants to be a hammer. Come up more, come up more. Good, 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 good. More, more, more. A little bit more. I might have been too picky. Might have been too picky. Again, there seems to be a little bit of an area of support. Like right around that area. So that's what I'm kind of trying to see. Well. Never mind. Never mind. I got probably a little too picky with it. Yeah, sounds good, Ape. Like I said, I'm very, very confident. I'll put it this way. Since I started the live stream and, have talked about futures trading in a prop firm, I've got to have anybody that's come back and been like, Clay, I actually prefer how stocks move compared to futures. And everybody's like, dude, futures move so much better. Especially the option people. The option people really enjoy not having to worry about theta anymore. Because futures, while they are contracts, they don't have theta. If you are an options day trader and you're like, what are you talking about theta? That's such a red flag, I can't even explain. Hey, Krim. Gold 5 minute. Oh my. Woo! Yeah, look at gold. Gold. What's going on with gold? That's been spicy today. Oh my. Okay, what is this yellow line coming from? Oh, yes, the former breakout point. All right, well, a couple of choices. I could see a long here at the VWAP, stop below the low right here, or if you're trying to get a long, man, definitely some nice potential areas here for longs taking shape. Do I try to, yeah, I am. I'm going to try a long right here and just put my stop down there. So we're looking to get long at the green line. Stop is at the red line. 0-day puts are pain. Yeah. Why are you day trading 0 DT options? Again, David, that makes no sense. You are working inefficiently. Again, the argument is not that you can't make money day trading options. That's not the argument. The argument is you are making your life harder than it needs to be. You are working inefficiently. My argument is one of efficiency. Again, looking to get long here at the green line. Stop is the red line. Goes back up. All right. Never mind. I'm going to short or try short here at that, basically the former breakdown level. Let's see if this support is now an area of resistance. Oh, that was delayed. That was kind of scary. Tradeovate has had a couple issues for me. Okay. In terms of slight little delays. Wait, somebody just said somebody said Trump was speaking. Is Trump actually speaking or no? Crunchy Munchies. What letter is by your contract? Does that say H or M? That's probably the problem. Oh, he is speaking right now? Okay. Okay, so he's just talking about not necessarily war stuff, just speaking with Ireland. Oh, he is talking about Ireland. I'm on H. Yeah, you want to get to M. M is the contract. Again, remember, futures are contracts. These contracts do have expiration. So you're trading the quote-unquote old contract now. So you'll want to switch to M. The M's now officially have the most volume. They rolled over contracts for everyone already. No, they definitely did not, because we have Crunchy Munchies here talking about the H contract. Yes, I am now aware that Trump is indeed speaking. Yes, agreed. Yes. Majority of people, I'm assuming, have switched, but everyone is a strong term, brother. Yeah, yep. Got to kick the H1s to the curb. It's been a fun run. All right, I'm going for a long down here, though. I'm not sure I trust the VWAP anymore. Or this, I did have an entry or a trade plan to get long here with a stop blow here, but at this point, I'm going to adjust that down to this area here. 200. This pink line here is the 200 period simple moving average. Okay. Crunchy Munchies. Brother, I'm trying to help, but you got to listen, brother. I change this to M. That is the new contract, brother. They're already out. Just go change that to M. That's all you got to do. Problem solved. All right, trying to get... Would that trade plan have worked? No, I think it would have stopped me out. Yep. Oh, yeah, that would have stopped me out. Yep, because I was going to get long there. Stop slightly below there. So I'm glad I did not take that. Long at 920. Stop it. Every 3 months. What platform do you use? Tradeovate, I think a lot of platforms, they should tell you, because I always forget, but like then you'll start to get those messages. All right, back up it goes. Dude, I swear Trump speaks every day. Every day. Tradeovate, yeah, exactly. Yeah, same here, Bender. Hey, Bubo, good to see you. Tradeovate, that is correct, Ape. Yes. Yeah, right here. Just when after you pick out the account that you want, they'll ask you what platform. So yeah, right here is TradingView. Now he's taking credit for the baseball team. Oh, did the baseball team win yesterday? Or who did they just... Did they... I've been trying to follow with the baseball classic, but I haven't been able to follow it much. There must be more footage of Trump than any other human in history. Venezuela beat Italy. Yeah, and then what? We beat the Dominican Republic, right? I mean, I'm assuming Japan's going to win the whole thing. Don't they win it every year? Ooh, interesting candle on the 5-minute. They're talking... Japan is out? What? Really? Who beat them? Is that a short right here? Maybe. Oh, isn't there some irony in that? We steal your president, and now we're Italian team is all. Yeah, I wonder how that works. Like, where are these other countries getting the players from? So is it something like, well, yeah, if you go back to what Ancestry.com, like 18 generations ago, there's like some Italian lineage, so therefore I can qualify for Team Italy. Is that how that works? All right, I'm going to try a short up here. Former area of resistance. Will it still be an area of resistance? Well, we're about to find out. Well, but what's the requirement? So you have to have a parent born? I know a lot of the countries, like Germany would probably be where the military bases are. That's kind of how sometimes it works. Short 995. All right, you're in, JP. Stop 016. All right, I appreciate it, brother. Thanks for the trade plan in real time. This is not good, SB. What is not good? You got to define the this. This is not good. You just have to be a citizen. Oh, I got you. I will say this though, like back as a kid, I mean, I come from I remember my All-Stars game being Frank Thomas, my favorite player, Ken Griffey Jr., Barry Bonds, Marco McGwire, Sammy Sosa, Jeff Biggio, just all like Wade Boggs, Cal Ripken Jr. Like, oh man, those seem like those were the good old days. But now I look at Team USA roster, I'm like, I've heard of Judge or Jug, even that guy. Like I've heard of him, but I don't even know his name. Like I'm so out of the loop. Yeah, Bagwell, the Astros. Nolan Ryan. It's Judge, okay. McGuire, didn't he juice up? Yeah, yeah, like I said, the good old days. The good old days. Don Matt, yeah, oh man. Just... Albert Bell. Cecil Fielder. Or is it Cecil? Cecil Fielder? I don't know. Tony Gwynn, yes. Until he had his eye thing or whatever, yeah. Yeah, that was the best season of baseball. McGwire and Sosa going back and back that year. Man, that was like pinnacle type stuff. Kenny Lofton, yes. Cleveland Indians, let's go. Ricky Henderson. Bo Jackson. All right, okay, I am now looking... long down here looks very interesting. Yeah, because we have this whole general area. Let me put it this way: I would be scared out of my mind to get short down around this area. Doesn't mean a short can't work, but I will not. I have zero plans of a short down around there. If anything, I'll be looking long. Oh yeah, Pudge Rodriguez. Yeah, you made me think about Juan Gonzalez from the Texas Rangers. Yep. Pedro Martinez, Randy Johnson. And then who remembers the Braves pitching staff? What, Tom Gladden? John Maddox? Maddox. What was his name? Yeah. Dude, the Atlanta Braves had that amazing Maddox. Yeah. Yeah, Roger Clemens. Oh, John Smoltz. Yeah. When the Braves were in the World Series like every year. Remember that when the World Series and they just show the crowd before it became, I guess, like bad or something, and the whole entire crowd was just going, give me a 5 if you remember when cameras were actually allowed to show the audience, and the whole audience during the World Series when the Braves were in it was just going, Does anyone remember that? Oh man, that was powerful. And I hated the Braves, but yeah. Matt, of course you are. Okay, looking for a long down here. So just being patient and reminiscing about the good old Chipper Jones. Yep. When I was a teenager, I went to the World Series. Cool. Oh, very cool. Oh, that's right. Jose Canseco and yeah. Poor Jose Canseco and Darryl Strawberry. They got, especially Darryl Strawberry. He definitely had a rough run at it. Even Deion Sanders, now that I think about it, Deion Sanders is on those Brave teams too. Still interested in a short up around here, but right now it's seeming like maybe this is some sort of kind of sideways channel. So I don't want to really diddle in the middle right now. Not very baseball inclined, but I'm nothing right now. I don't have any. When I was growing up, I remember I was a Toronto Blue Jays fan for I don't know why. So I still remember Joe Carter, that big home run. And then I was a Chicago White fan. Oh yeah, I like the Chicago White Sox because of Frank Thomas. He was my favorite player. The Big Hurt. I mean, I grew up in Ohio. Why I didn't pick the Indians or the Reds, I don't know. I guess just because I liked Frank Thomas. George Bell, yep. Yeah, okay, yeah, if you've never seen it, Randy Johnson and the Bird, crazy. Oh, 08. Yeah, I'm trying to short right here. Or I don't know. Or do I add up around there? Look at the 5 minute right now. 5 minute is back testing that purple line. So we'll see if it wants to come up a little bit more. Okay, if that red line turns green, turns blue, I'm in. Actually, let's look for a fake breakout now. Slight little fake breakout above these highs right into there. And then put my stop up here. Actually, let's bring that up a little bit more so I can keep, there we go, about a 10 point. All right, I like this. Looking to get short at the red line. Stop is the green. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Jim Thome, number 25, yeah. Paul, yeah. The good old days, man. No, I'm not going to do the adding thing. No. Maybe I should. Yeah. I think my original trade plan would have worked just fine. Nope, would not have been. I don't think I would have been filled. Pretty sure I would still not have been filled. I do Uber part-time, and I picked up the Browns kicker yesterday. Oh, nice. I don't know if I'd ever recognize a kicker. Okay, here we go. Maybe kind of, sorta. Again, looking to get short at the red line. Come on, a little bit more. Okay, if you're not even going to go up and hit the purple line, then I don't feel too bad about that. But hello, I'm new here. Well, great to have you, Joe. Do you trade on the NASDAQ? I trade futures. I do trade NASDAQ futures if that's what you're asking. But no, I do not day trade stocks anymore. Day trading stocks is just not good. Not good compared to day trading futures, especially when you day trade futures in a prop firm. Hey, Chart Cipher, I asked you yesterday trying to test my memory. Aren't you in Bangladesh? Oh, yeah, Andrew Jones for the Braves. He was good, too. Yeah, the Braves were loaded. Yeah, all right. Man, my memory, it's not always there, but proud of myself. Futures is the best game in town, yes. Well, I would put the contingency futures through a prop account. Because if you are trading futures with your own money, you're crazy. Because futures move, and futures are no joke. They move, and they can move very big. So yes, futures technically through a prop firm is what I argue is the best way to go about it. Yeah, you are working inefficiently then. If you are trading futures with your own cash, you are working inefficiently. You are not generating the ROIs that you potentially could. So trade stocks with own money? No. Day trade futures in a prop account if you want to have the most efficient way to go about day trading. Well, doggone it. Got close, but I was bummer. I don't have a boss or rules. You have boss if you prop trade. What? You definitely have a boss. The market is your boss. That's wrong for a lot of reasons. I think what you're saying is, yeah, if I use my own funds, I don't have rules to deal with. Okay, well, you go trade with no rules and let us know how it goes when you break rules and have a bad day. Here's a spoiler. It is way worse with your own funds than a prop account. Again, JR, I want you to listen very closely. Here's your fatal flaw. You are presupposing something that is not true. You are presupposing, listen, I don't care how long you've been trading numbers. That doesn't change the math. You're presupposing that, well, I have rules. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. But you're presupposing that you're always going to follow the rules. That's the point. I've yet to meet a flawless trader that perfectly follows their rules all the time. And that's the whole point. When you have that bad day, which all traders have, where you break rules, the prop firm reduces the consequences very, 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 very much so compared to you breaking rules with your own cash. And at the end of the day, like I said, your ROIs are just not going to be anywhere close to a prop firm trader. There's good to both sides. Well, not mathematically, no. What's your purple indicator? That is the 50-period simple moving average. How to pass an account with one contract? I cannot. I don't know. You'll have to try more contracts, it sounds like. I think I might, yeah, I'm going to try a short here. See if we can get a rejection off of that area. Put my stop up there. There we go. Let's make sure this is a winning trade now. Come on, come down, hit that second target. Come on. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. All right, let's see if this wants to roll over some more. Next target down here. So this will be a green trade, just a question of how big of a green trade, because I don't know how far down this thing might want to roll over. $100% green for a year. What are you talking about 100%? I'm talking about ROI. With prop accounts, you can create scam-like ROIs. Maybe I'm not understanding that conversation. Most dangerous advice of the day award. Well, what? Okay, JP, what's the answer? He said I can't pass the test using one contract. So how would you have awarded? What would you have said? What in your mind? What is logical in that regard? I can't pass the test using one contract. Okay. So, okay. I'm getting confused with conversations. Gotcha. Again, this is a winning. Come on, come back down. Play ball. Play ball with me. I'm about to get stopped out. Again, will be a winning trade. I'm getting stopped out in green territory, but I'd much rather have it roll over and hit me right there for my next target. But it's not looking likely. But I'd love to be wrong. These are the moments where I'd love to be wrong. There. Oh, come on. Make me wrong. Make me a fool. Make me look like a fool. Oh, yeah. Make me look like a fool. There we go, brother. Come on. Come on, brother. Oh, dude. Yeah, I'm cool with looking like a fool. Let's go. Bending. Well, hey, bending, why do you use the tick chart? I promise I'm answering your question by asking you this question. Why do you use the tick chart? Okay, and I'll leave it up there. Let's just let it cook. Just leave my stop up there. I should throw out another target just in case there's some sort of spike down. I want to make sure I can take advantage of it. So there's my next two targets. Okay, at this point, I'm perfectly fine now moving my stop there above that high. So there we go. Worst case now, I'm making 9 points. That's good. I like worst case 9-point profit. But let's see if it wants to come on down. Come on, let's just see a rollover, brother. Okay, so bending. What is this fair summary? Hey, Clay, I use the tick chart because it helps me best implement my strategy. Is that a fair summary of your position, bending? Come on, roll over. Come back down. Come back down. Okay, well, I would give the same answer. I use the 2-minute chart because it best helps me implement my strategy. So same exact answer you give. Okay, about to get stopped out, I think. And, ooh. Oh, so Clay. All right, there you go. Stopped out. Again, RJ, You are working inefficiently. You are taking on way more risk than you actually need to. The best traders I know in my private community that make really good money, who could easily throw in $200,000 into a futures account, are like, Clay, why would I do that? Why would I risk my capital? Why? Am I shorting? Yes, I was short there. Oh, Trump's done speaking. All right. If you have a prop firm and blow it up, do you have to pay the loss, or do you? No, it's only whatever you paid for the account. That's how much you would be out. And that is how I view prop firms. I view prop firms as each account is a trade. What is the stop loss associated with that trade? Whatever you paid for the account. And that's where the crazy ROIs can come from. So for example, right here, if you're doing a 50K, let's just call it a 50K trade. Again, if you're buying a 50K account, but if the way I view it is, okay, that's a 50K trade. If everything goes wrong and I blow up the account, meaning I go and lose $2,000, okay, the account is blown up. But how much should I, or how much would you be losing out of your pocket? Well, you'd be losing 100 too. Therefore, on a 50K trade, the stop loss is 102. And then if you go on a run and, you make, so there's 102 right there. And then, I don't know, let's say you get, let's just say $350 in payouts before you blow up the account. Well, right there, that's a 243% ROI. And that's $350, right? If you make $3,500, and we've had people make way more than that, here come the scam-like ROIs. You're not doing this with your cash account. Nobody's coming anywhere close with these sort of ROIs. How is that possible, though? Well, because of the math of the ROI. The ROI calculation is dependent on this right here. The lower that number is, the quicker and quicker the ROI explodes, which is exactly why when all you have at risk is 102, 102 is your investment, that's where you explode that stuff up. Again, RJ, just stop trying to qualify it. Math is telling you that you're wrong. Just stop. Just stop. My claim is you cannot create the ROIs using your own cash account. That is my claim, and it is irrefutable. Cheers, RJ. Have a good one, brother. No. I appreciate the back and forth. You definitely kept it respectful the whole time. So I can appreciate that. I mean, I have full agreement with RJ though. When he's saying when you're trying to learn, prop firms are a gift. 100%. We are fully united in that regard. Because prop firms definitely allow you to stay in the game longer than if you're using your own funds. Correct. Yes. If you have the 50K and you lose 2,000, it's game over. But again, you don't lose 2,000. That's the power of the prop firms. Prop firms, their biggest power, a lot of people think is the leverage or the ability to copy trade. Those are powerful things, but the biggest superpower a prop firm gives you is the ability to reduce consequences. What do I mean? Well, let's say that you have a trade, and this trade, for whatever reason, you lose $2,000. Okay, so that's the trade, losing $2,000. Now let's think about consequences. For the person that is using their own funds, well, a $2,000 loss, the consequence is you're literally losing $2,000 out of your pocket. What about if you're in a prop account? Well, the consequence is this. Well, you did lose $2,000, so you violated that rule, meaning the consequence is you lose your account. But given you only paid $102 for that account, your actual consequence is only $102 out of your pocket. So same bad trade being defined as $2,000. Consequence for the person using their own funds, $2,000 out of their pocket. Consequence for the person in the prop firm, $102 out of their pocket. So that is the prop firm's true superpower, the ability to reduce consequences. Yeah, RJ, you're just a stubborn dude, which is disappointing because you seem like a smart guy. And the reason why I get frustrated with people like you is because, like I said, in my private community, there are absolute ballers that make a lot of money, and they're just like, why would I risk my own funds? They're like, it doesn't make any sense mathematically, and they're right. But anyways, RJ, you do, if you want to keep working inefficiently, be my guest. Because if you're as good as a trader as what you're portraying, it took me years to make thousands upon thousands of dollars. Well, good for you. You sounds like you're quite the baller. How about you just start copy trading, and then that'll maximize your time that much better. Like, you'll become more efficient. I'll accept the premise that it sounds like you are a baller trader. So then why would you not want to copy trade that? It doesn't make any sense. People show up and they talk like, man, it took me years and years to make thousands upon thousands of dollars. Okay, I'll just believe you. That's a true premise. Well, why don't you take those skills and then now start to copy trade them? To learn how to trade. Okay, again, my premise stands. You know how to trade. So why don't you take those skills and then copy trade them out even more? It's fine, RJ. Like I said, if you don't want to listen to the math when it's staring you right in the face, okay, more power to you. Yeah, you can copy trade, Ape. So with Take Profit Trader, you could have up to 5 accounts. And then let's say you make $100. Let's just, to keep the math easy, you make $100 on a trade. Well, if you copy it to 5 accounts, that means that that trade has happened now 5 times. So sure, you only made one trade for $100, but because you copied it to those 5 other accounts, you actually just made 500. And the other thing with prop firms is that's just Take Profit Trader. If you expand the empire out and you go beyond Take Profit Trader to one of these other prop firms, there's these softwares where you can combine prop accounts. So in theory, you could be trading 60 accounts at once. So now you make that one trade for $100, but you copy it and it happens 60 times. Well, there you go. RJ, you said you were leaving and you're still here like trying to justify what you're doing. I think self-consciously you know that you just saw math that's like, holy, okay, I didn't consider that math. But now you're like trying to rationalize your way as opposed to why you're going against your math. Like this, what you're experiencing right now is cognitive dissonance. So we are witnessing you coping with the cognitive dissonance that math just sent you into. The prop firm play is exactly, yeah. The prop firm play is not copy trading, is not leverage. Those are cool things about it. Don't get me wrong. But the prop firm play is, again, as I showed, their superpower of reducing consequences. No, again, what we're witnessing with you, RJ, is called cognitive dissonance. I already admitted, okay, I misread. You weren't bragging about making thousands of dollars. You said you lost thousands of dollars to learn how to trade. So I am accepting that premise that you know how to trade. So given you know how to trade, you could take those skills and expand them out via copy trading. That's what I'm saying. And you now know that, and you realize what you're doing actually does not make sense, but you're trying to cope with that and make sense of it. That's cognitive dissonance. I have created a contradiction, or not me, the math has created a contradiction in your thought process. So that is what we are witnessing. You're trying to cope with cognitive dissonance. Hey, Jay, you're welcome. Hopefully people are learning. Now, and I should note that, to be fair to RJ, maybe he's tried prop firms and he's tried a prop firm that has 8,000 rules. I understand where he's coming from there. Like, dude, there's way too many rules. That's fair. That is also why I'm speaking to all this. Okay, anyways, RJ, dude, cognitive dissonance, man. But that's why I like Take Profit Trader. Very, very, very clean set of rules. So maybe RJ tried one and he tried one of these prop firms that had 8,000 rules, and that's kind of, now he's clumping everything together. Like he's associating all prop firms with that specific one that had all these rules, but they're not all like that. Some really good explanations of the ROI potential. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, that's like I said. Okay, Bryson, leave that name out of here. Leave that name out of here, brother. How often can you withdraw money on Take Profit? Daily payouts. That's kind of one of their big, I guess, bragging points, if you will. Okay, thank you, RJ. I think that's our disconnect. That's our disconnect then, my friend. You are associating all prop firms with that big old rule book. The industry has come a long way since then. Yeah, the ROI potential is super far. Yeah, you're welcome. All right, I think we might be getting a short here. 90 up to, do I want to take a 20-point stop? I'll go with 3. Okay, I'm going to go for a short at the red line. My stop will be up here. So if that red line turns green, I'm such a dent. If that red line turns blue, I will be filled. All right, have a good one, RJ. Yeah, I think there we go. We were talking past one another. You're operating from the assumption of past experiences. So yeah, I'd say you might want to reconsider. That's all. Okay, see, here's the problem, Bryson. You're shopping what I would push back on for the wrong reasons. You're shopping for accounts based on price. I would argue shop for an account based on rules and payout policy. Dude, brother, I found an account that's $7. Yeah, and they have 7,000 rules. Like, who cares? So, Bryson, I would say you're focused on the wrong things. Focus on, again, rules and payout policy. Those are the two things that I think is what you should be shopping for, not price. So hopefully that makes sense. Well, look at it on the 5-minute though. 5-minute, pretty well established. That overnight high, that pink line, just that has been the way in terms of the short so far. So I'm watching that for a potential short if it gets up to that area. Again, Bryson, once I get confident enough to pass an evaluation, what I'm saying is the rules do play a role in like you passing an evaluation. Like that's why clean sets of rules, again, don't guarantee that you're going to pass an evaluation, but like the ease at which you can pass the evaluation is dictated by the rules. And some prop firms, they just have more rules, but that's also dependent on strategy. Some people, they care about different rules. So none of this is said universally in the sense of whether or not it matters, but just from I'm in the category of beginner. You're just getting started in the prop firm space. You would just want very clean sets of rules, which is why Take Profit Trader is where I'm at. The volume. This is called volume profile. Looking for a short up around here. Sounds good, Bryson. Okay, again, this is the problem when you don't nuance the conversation. That's why I deleted your message, because you didn't nuance it at all. You could be right. That prop firm may be better than another prop firm in a specific category for the experienced person. But for a beginner that just needs a clean set of rules, take profit trader, very, very, very hard to beat. Not to mention their daily payouts. So, okay, here we go. Maybe a short up here. Let's see what happens. MM may need to double print a top for the higher time frames. Oh boy. I want to get into prop accounts, but there is a lot of them. How long have you been using this one, and do you have to put up? Well, yeah, if you cook an account, if you don't pass, then yes, you would have to buy another account to try again. So yes, you do have to put up more money in the sense of to buy another account. But yeah, Take Profit Trader, who I use and recommend, they've been around for several years now. I've been paid by him many times. Many people here have been paid by him. So yeah, Take Profit Trader is not like somebody that just showed up last month. Okay, this could be great. Less than 6 seconds, and then new candle start. So I want to see this candle come up, bump its head, and then come right back down. I can get it. Okay, here we go. Come up, come up, come up, come up. No, not down. Up, brother. Up. There we go. No, I need a little bit more than that. Just show me a little bit of green. Just if I see green at all from this candle, I'm locking in this order. Come on. Do not just flat out get rejected. What I'd ideally like to see is something that makes me think a fake breakout. Come on, yep, a little bit more. No. I don't know. Maybe I could just get short. Let's see. Yes, I'm talking to myself. Don't judge me. Okay, I'm just going to get short here. Why not? Stop right there. This either rejects down. Come on. Keep rejecting. So this is a rejection or get out. Break down or get out. Come on. And this pink line has rejected the price many times before. Let's see if I can get another one. Come on, push. Push. Push, brother. Oh, give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Thank you. I'm still really new to day trading. Yeah, you're welcome. No problem. But yes, as somebody that's new, you are barking up the right tree. Prop firms are a great learning tool because they insulate your risks so well. They need to program the 25K eval resets to be. Yeah, that probably would make more sense for them. Oh, really? There was a Darcy effect on that one? Did I miss a comment? Did somebody say this was breaking out? Did anybody take that short with me? Give me a 2 if you took that short with me, brothers and sisters. Give me a 2 if you were short on that with me. Black Sheep, Ty, Crunchy, Jason, James, Acro, Bradley, Brad, Mustaf, I'm sorry if I remember, LFRM, Southpaw. All right, I can't. Good. Congrats. There we go. Keep it simple, stupid. I'm sorry. I wish I had some cool sounding terminology as to why I got short there, but I got nothing for you, folks. Hey, oh, wait, we got to get this up over 200 likes. By the 2-hour mark, we should be at 200 likes. But to be fair, I have totally forgotten to ask and remind people for likes. But yeah, if you are enjoying in any way, shape, or form, if we want the party to continue, then now would be the time to hit the like button. So if you are enjoying in any way, shape, or form, please hit that like button, as I use likes as a metric of people's interest. And as long as I know people are interested, I will continue to use my time to live stream. All right, there we go. I am signing up now. What is your platform? Yeah, so assuming when you say you're signing up now, That would be Take Profit Trader. So you choose your account and use code Clay, all caps, so you get the 40% off and then no activation. And then down here, when they ask you, you'll want to select Tradovate. That is which one I'm using right now. I was looking at the 5 minutes to short that one. It looked pretty good spot. Cool. Let's go. All right, there we go. 223 likes. Fantastic. Now it's starting to get very interesting for a long. Like at some point, if that breaks, is that really going to unleash a bunch of upside movement? I think the possibilities are there. So, yeah, this is starting to catch my eye for potential long, especially, you know, if the higher lows keep on kind of slowly showing up. So, like, if it wants to pull back more, fine. But if, like, that's a new higher low, and we got all these stair steps, are these going to lead to finally a move in the upwards direction? So, I'm definitely becoming more and more interested in this area. Not necessarily from a short standpoint anymore, but who knows? Maybe this is just going to be like the ultimate short all afternoon long. We're close to IB midpoint. I have no idea what that means. That sounds smart, though. The IB midpoint. So for any of you that are way smarter than me, FYI, we are at the IBS midpoint. Oh, wait, no, you didn't say IBS. Just IB. That's on me. Based on the 30-minute. What's based on the 30-minute? I just went long at 012. Okay, all right. I think he said IBS, the IBS midpoint. What is what's IBS? I don't know, man. I think I've heard that before. My wife has used IBS before towards me. I don't recall the context though. My wife is talking about she oftentimes labels me IBS. I don't know, but I don't know what she's saying about me. I don't know. What is my wife saying? IBS towards me. Why? Yes, you dense. I know what it is. I know. You baboons. You beautiful, beautiful baboons. I give her a short squeeze, something like that. Team baboons. I love all of you baboons. Just remember, I am King Baboon. Nobody is more of a baboon than me. Nobody here thought they were going to get rich on a stainless steel muffler penny stock, okay? So, that is an unbeatable newbie story. So curious to see if we do get the higher low here. Because if we do get that higher low, then yeah, maybe that is what comes up here and sparks us up through here. I think if it can get up to 0.33, it can break up to 100. Maybe. All right. Welcome to the world of futures. The non. This will look really good, in my opinion at least. If it can maintain, well, first off, if it can just build a higher base, but if it can do the higher base while maintaining now above that purple line, the 50% moving average, to me, this will look even better. I'm still trying to get rich from my Are NFTs even a thing anymore? I'll be short at 0.40. Okay, well, I suppose I'll be hoping you get steamrolled, with all due respect, because I might be long at that point. So with all due respect, I hope you end up living under a bridge because you just get steam wrecked that bad. Jay's already in long. Okay. All right. I'm waiting for a little bit more confirmation than that. Yeah, but if you see something different than I do, and you're like, no, Clay, I want to get along now. Okay, I'll take it to the 975 break. Long at 002. Yeah, I'm looking for a little bit. I want to see if it can actually push up through that level. And my confidence will grow more and more if we can just keep on putting these higher bases, higher lows. Neils are all right. Well, how many people are already long? That okay? Give me a 1 if and I guess we'll do it. Give me a 2 if you're short. 1 if you're long, 2 if you're short. Sounds like a lot of you are already long. 1 if you're long, 2 if you're currently short. Yeah, okay. We got a couple of shorts in here, but yeah, looking like the majority is long right now. Short will win. Okay. Shim. Final warning, brother. Stop acting like you know what's going to happen, okay? So if you're going to keep speaking like that, you're going to find yourself in this magical, mystical place called timeout, where you can rethink life choices. Is there a time of day when futures volatility slows down? A fair question, but I don't know. That's strategy dependent. For some people, maybe slow, what others would call boring action is like type action. I don't know. You are welcome to comment, Shim. Just comment in like an intellectually humble way. Like you think the shorts will win. That's all you got to say. One word. I think the shorts will not win. Not the shorts will win, right? A rising wet? No, I don't see any rise. If anything, there's an ascending triangle right now. I don't know. Maybe somebody's saying that's a rising wedge. Maybe that's what they meant. I'm seeing more so just kind of an ascending triangle, where we have this very clear level across the top, but then also we do have the price slowly but surely just creeping itself back up. So does that eventually lead to that? It's kind of more so what I'm watching and wondering. Look at the daily chart. I can't know. I already have enough charts I'm looking at. Can't do it. I got my system. I don't need to overwhelm myself with 18,000 more charts to look at. I'm just a simple baboon. Clay, what times do you trade? What times or what time frames do I use? All right, can it maintain the purple line? If not, preferably stays above here. If it drops below that area, that's going to make the whole kind of story right now not nearly as good of a story. But right now, the story is intact. The story is this. The bulls are slowly putting in higher lows. Which symbolizes, doesn't guarantee anything, but makes it possible the price could go up. What time of the day? Well, I mean, I'm here every day, Jay. So my bread and butter through the many years has been being done by 11 a.m. Eastern at latest, so like 90 minutes. But with the live stream now, I'll trade, through the afternoon. ES is lagging. I know you don't want to hear it, but it's stuck. I mean, I don't care. I'm just saying there's only so much I can watch. Like I got you telling me to look at and consider the IBS. I got somebody else telling me look at the daily chart. I got somebody else telling me look at the Brazilian midpoint. And then I got this other person telling me to look at the Asian 61.8% Fibonacci level. Like, there's just only so much I can look at, or else my screen is going to be filled with annotations, and I won't even be able to see candlesticks anymore. No, stay above, stay above. I'm almost wondering if this is becoming a short now. Like, are we going to come down here and retest the VWAP? But it could realistically bounce right off that area. So yeah, getting short here, probably not the smartest. Yes, I'm talking to myself. Look at the contango between the contracts. What's contango? That's got to be some sort of typo. But I have no contango. I don't know what that means. Correlation? Is that what you mean? I don't know. Contango. Do you typically adjust your risk for it? Yeah, that's why I'm trading MNQs. That is my risk adjustment. This is the same account. These are NQ trades, and these are made during kind of the time that I've always traded over the years, the morning. But yes, this right here is MNQ, and so that's exactly it. I do adjust for risk during this time of the day, being I've never been a great afternoon trader. But that's also the beautiful thing about futures. I can trade the same chart, just in a lower risk type of way via the micros. I love to contango. Oh, Slick Nick. Slick Nick. Look up here, brother. What letter do you see on your screen? My guess is you see an H. Am I right? Is that an H? Slick Nick? Contango is a thing? I've never heard of it. Did you end up catching the New York Open? Long. I bought the dip twice. Oh, really? Contango is a term? Okay, yeah, that dude's way smarter than me. Yeah, like, dude, I love when people thank you. It's a compliment that you would use such a big word with a baboon like me. But I have no idea what you're talking about. But I do take the compliment that you did presuppose that I was actually intelligent enough to understand that word. What's the strat that you do? Oh, the racehorse model? Okay, here we go. We did put in that higher base, but this is not exactly the approach I wanted. I wanted a little bit more of a methodical. So what would be nice in my ideal world is now it builds out like a little bit of a bull pennant right below. So we have, but like this going straight up through, I'm not taking that. That seems like a chase now. And if I get left in the dust, I get left in the dust. But yeah, I just can't do it. I can't get long there. Wow. See, Shim, this is what I mean, Shim. When you sit here and tell us the shorts will win, and then we witness this. It's not a good look, brother. It's just not a good look. Hi, Clay. How did you get the small bar at the bottom portion of your screen? That's the video that I linked, Brian, about how to set up your setup. I talk about that. I don't remember how exactly because it's been probably over a year ago now when I did that. But yeah, this video here can help out with that. I think it's towards the end, Brian, but I don't know exactly where. There you go. Well, okay. All right. I could maybe try this. Back test. I will. I'll try a back test of the breakout point right here. So let's see if we can get the back test and go. Hopefully this isn't like the reverse V where it goes straight up and then just dumps straight down. All right, so looking for the back test and go. Back test and go. Again, if that green line turns blue, I'm in. Back test at 25.016? No, right here. That's right. That's where I'm thinking there's going to be a back test and go. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it will be 16. But this is where... that had me worried for a second. There was like a little... Okay, here we go. Maybe. Again, this was the breakout point. Let's see if it wants to back test it. Let's see if this former resistance is now support. Okay, Slick Nick, I just tried to help you and you disappeared. Slick Nick, please type 1 if you're still here to listen. Because I already tried to help you once, but you apparently asked that question and then just disappeared. So please type 1 if you're actually still here to hear the answer. These are the moments that'll drive a live streamer nuts. People asking questions and then they disappear immediately after asking. Okay, here we go. Dude is still not here. He asked again and disappeared. All right, I'm in. Okay, a little scalpy scalp there. Might hop back in, but... He did it again! Type 2, Nick. Are you still here to hear my answer? I've answered your question. My MNQ is showing totally different numbers. Yes, I tried to help you. I already did, but you apparently disappeared because you're still asking the same question, brother. So I want to make sure that you're here to hear the answer. So type 2. Are you here? Are you going to be here to hear my answer? Yeah, right here. The countdown timer is up here, Kenny. Here, boom, and then bar countdown settings. That's how you get that timer right there to show up. Dude, he disappeared again. No 2 from him. He's literally saying stuff and then he disappears. Why do people do that? Wild. Well, I guess it makes sense now why that first answer he did not hear. All right, thinking of another long here. Trying a long here. Ooh. Ooh. Careful, Neil. Somebody was thinking about getting short up here. I don't remember who that was. I think their entry point was 40, though, so they didn't get filled. Who was that? One of you, I think, said that. Dude, that's why. No 2 again. He is literally commenting, and then he leaves. Why do people do that? It's so shocking. All right, he's in the past right now, I think. You're on M? Well, then I have no idea why your MNQM would be different. I don't know then. I think I ought to try this long here again. This is looking good. Stupid behind the letters, though. I really wish this indicator did some sort of update, and now you can't even get these numbers out of here. I just would like to have the pink line. I don't need to actually know the numbers, but... Okay, I'm trying to get long. Let's see if it wants to pull back to the green line really quick and then head back up. Okay, I'm long. In case there's some sort of spike, I'll just put some orders out there. First target at the highs, just in case it comes up here and rejects. At least I'll be able to say that I took one little profit there. But yeah, I like it. We got a bull pennant here. Bull flag, whatever you want to call it. So let's see if it wants to deliver for me. Hitting that first target would be nice. would be nice. Again, I am long. Blue line is my entry. If it does hit this target, I will get my stop at break even, and that way it just becomes a situation of either you're breaking out to these new highs or you're not, and I'll stop out for a small green. But I'm not doing anything with my stop unless it can at least hit that level right there. I like how it's respecting the pink line. Expat, thanks. I'm not perfect at it, but I appreciate that. I do think sometimes people think this is a little easier than what it is. You're just a live streamer. I mean, yeah, I guess, but like trading in a live stream, trying to answer questions, and you know, there's kind of a lot. Ooh, come on, brother. And I'm plenty green on the day, which is why I'll let this cook. Oh, dang. Again, yeah. Really? All right, I'm out. Goodness. Wow. Okay. Good grief. What is... That's a borderline news candle there. Did somebody say something? That was brutal. That was such a good little setup there. Oh, are you going to come all the way back up now? If you do, more power to you. Oil? Yeah, I don't think the correlation with the oil is really there anymore. Yeah, it's not. No, that was not manipulation. It's just supply and demand. A bunch of sellers showed up all of a sudden, and it is what it is. Okay, Empire Trading, like what, are you just a troll or what are we doing here? Like all you keep saying is buy it up. You're coming across like this is Reddit or like some message board back in the day. Jason, I'm not going to fall for it. I'm not going to fall for the rage bait, brother. Not going to fall for it. That was rough, man. That was a nice little setup. I did hold on to it a longer than... If I had not been so green on the day, I would not have given that one so much leeway, but I was like, yeah, well, I'll give this thing a little bit longer of a leash here, but yeah. That was an interesting one, that's for sure. Just buy. Too much analysis is no good. I did buy and I got stopped out, Empire Trading Z. How about this? How about you just tell us what your trade plan would be? That way we can get in your mind. So where are you going to buy at, Trading Z? Where's your stop at and where's your target? Can you give us those three numbers? The DXY spike moved the MNQ lower. Watch the DXY. What's the DXY? Is that the US dollar? Don't feed the trolls. Well, I don't know who's a troll. That's like saying don't take a losing trade. Well, I mean, I wouldn't have taken that trade if I knew that it was going to be a losing trade. Just like I don't know who the trolls are without at least engaging with them a little bit. Yeah, I'm already watching enough stuff. Like I can't watch more stuff. But that just proves my point. Like there's always something, right? There's a losing trade, and someone's like, well, you should have been watching this, right? You should have been watching the US dollar. You should have been watching, well, that was actually the Asian session midpoint. It's like, I get it. Clay, you should have been watching the 15-minute 32 SMA. Okay. Dude, Clay, that was the anchored VWAP's third standard deviation that it bounced off of. You should have been watching that. It's like, okay, that's what I mean. Like, at the end of the day, you just got to pick your lane and go with it. Okay, Empire is gone. An absolute clown. We'll give them 10 minutes. Clearly a newbie that has no idea what's going on. We'll give them 10 minutes. Or, 10 minutes. See if they want to come back and change their attitude to not just flap their lips. Exactly, McKay. That is exactly what I'm doing with the racehorse model. Earlier I was long and you went short and we both made money. Those are the best when everybody makes money. Well, Steve, well, I'd be happy to help you out. We'll give you a timeout. There you go. There's what timeout feels like. There you go. We'll let him experience 60 seconds of timeout. That way he doesn't have to be jealous anymore. Hello, Clay. You talked me into trying prop firms. Hey, Snowman. OH, let's go, Buckeyes. No. That's the whole point. To not have to reset a pro account. Because for the cost of one pro account reset, you can buy like 6 test accounts. That is one of the key points of the racehorse model. And to prevent trading scared. Hey, thank you, Vin. Great content. You have a couple of code Clays for me. Well, thank you very much, sir. Code Clay, all caps, feed some hungry kids. Code Clay, all caps, does feed hungry children. Now, the one thing to remember is I do have 6 kids, and they are hungry. So, yes, you're feeding my kids, but you are still feeding kids nonetheless. So, Code Clay, all caps, feeds hungry children. Yeah, I'd consider it. That makes, yeah. Now, to be fair, a question framed as would you consider it? Yeah, I would consider a lot of things, you know. Where am I from? America. Actually, where am I from? Mount Olympus. Mount Olympus, I'm from. Ooh, in Idaho. I hear Idaho is beautiful. Never been there, but I've heard it's beautiful. I've heard it's like me. Absolutely beautiful. Based on CTA levels, this 100-point price range was expected today. Yeah. Again, you were just way smarter than me. I have no idea what CTA levels are, but you sound smart saying based on CTA levels, you knew this was going to happen. I'm impressed. What would you say is the best size to go? Start with a 50K. I think 50K makes the most sense to start off with. Whether or not you ultimately decide that 50K is the one you enjoy the most, that remains to be seen. But I think 50K is a reasonable starting spot. There is no boon. There is only baboon. Highly advised coming against to Illinois. So Steve is not a fan of Illinois. Okay. There you go, Compton. Good job. Glad you took out some money. I passed the 50K, but I want to do multiple accounts at backup. I like the 50K and the 150K, but I mean, you got to just experiment. We have some here. I don't know if Greg's here right now, but Greg loves the 75K. We have other people. Anthony loves the 25K. So, I like the 50K and the 150K. So I don't know, maybe try the 150K. If you're asking me, I would say because I like the 50K and 150K, go try the 150K, but I'm also not going to call you crazy if you're like, nah, I'm going to try the 100K. Okay. All right, does this want to maybe curl back up? I now have 2 racehorses. Fantastic. Remember, you don't have to activate them both. You can just leave one in storage. Unless you're obviously wanting a copy trade or something. I got to be very careful. I mean, as I look over here at the 5-minute, I mean, this it is just kind of chop, 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 chop. It's doing the cha-cha-cha. I was thinking about maybe along here up to the top, but man, I don't know. I want to tread carefully. Jack thinks this wants to dump. What's the racehorse? The racehorse is a past test account with Take Profit Trader. Again, boss, I think that Take Profit Trader is the king of the industry. That's what I think. Whether you're a beginner trader or experienced in the prop firm world, I think Take Profit Trader should be part of your empire building. It's going to... Well, no, McKay, as Ty pointed out to me, unless there's some sort of big war update. If there's a big Iran update, McKay, it's that's going to be proven to be wrong. But yes, under the assumption that there is no news, I'd agree. What second to take? I don't know. That depends on people's strategies. Everybody has... Again, there's no universal rule. Okay, here, just very quickly. These are just the general thoughts on things. So here, if you want to help the sport, there you go. Take Profit Trader, King of the Mountain, and then these other ones are, it's going to depend. Some people love, I don't know. Some people love each one of these for different reasons. So there is no, you kind of just got to figure out what your strategy is and which one of the rules, jive best with your strategy. But yeah, if you do want to help support the stream, code Clay with any of those prop firms. All caps, thank you very much. When someone joins your YouTube, it starts them at the very beginning, not live here. I have had that before. But it's not that, Kevo, the thing is, it's not universal though. I have experienced that with other people's live streams, but it doesn't happen to me every time. Agree, yeah, exactly, Ty. What I think happens too often is people want to blame the prop firm for their issues. Their issue being they don't actually know how to trade. They don't actually know how to manage risk. So then they start hopping amongst all these prop firms as if it's the prop firm that's the problem. It's like, well, no, your inability to manage risk is actually the problem. Correct. Yeah, McKay. Code Clay, all caps, at Take Profit Trader gives you the 40% off and no activation fee. Thank you for asking, McKay. Yes, you get whatever, with any of the prop firms, Code Clay gives you whatever the current deal is at those prop firms. Yeah, exactly, dumb money. I got my first racehorse. Fantastic. No. Again, Wigwam, did you use Code Clay when you sign up for that account? If you use Code Clay, you do not have to pay the activation fee. During the checkout process, there will be a credit waiting for you. Click on that credit. If there's no credit, then reach out to customer service and they'll get you one. And $100 for resets. Correct, McKay. Yes, $100 for resets across the board. Do you look for A+ setups only? No. Especially from the live streaming point of view. I certainly make exceptions for the live stream because there is a fine balance for me. Because yes, I'm trying to trade responsibly, but I'm also trying to grow a live stream. And I know that people like to see trading. So those two things do butt heads, and that I'm still trying to figure out how to best go about it. Again, I am both trying to trade responsibly, but also grow a live stream. And trading responsibly could mean waiting for 3 hours and no trades. But that is in direct conflict with trying to grow a live stream. So I'm towing a fine line here. Disclosure never. Well, yeah, no. My mentorship talks about charts and how to use charts because that's what you should be using for futures is charts. So what you learn about my mentorship could be used for futures. It could also be used for Forex. Well, how that's the case? Because both Forex and futures use charts. Yes, Gary, I do. You're welcome, Nero. I would say you still don't trade. Again, Zooks, that's my point. That is my point. It's a fine balancing act. Yeah, maybe that's true. I don't trade enough. But I'm also trying to trade responsibly. You dented baboon. What is the link for the discount? Code Clay. At the top of your screen, code Clay, all caps. That will give you the discount. Battling out green to, or red to green out for the day. Battling out green to red. Wait, what? Usually people battle out of the red into the green. You're saying battling out green to red? I think I'm misunderstanding. I am interested in potentially another breakout through this level, especially as it continues to respect this trend line. I don't know. Maybe this was just the false breakout, and the next breakout will be the true breakout. Bear flag? Yeah, I guess. I'm assuming what you mean by bear flag is this right here. I mean, you're not wrong. That is a bear flag, but I don't know. The bear flag happening in kind of this little overall uptrend. That doesn't make me love the bear flag, but yeah, I can see what you're saying there. Stupid question, but it's 216 for the 150K account, but once you pass the test and then give you the pro. No. McKay, the fee that you see per month is only during the test phase. That's why I always tell people, try to get it passed within 1 month. Because as soon as you get it passed, that fee goes away. Now, if it takes 8 months to pass, then you're going to get charged at 8 months. But no, once you pass, which again, don't rush. But 1 month is plenty of time to pass these tests. Again, just because of the nature of futures and how natures can move and move very quickly. I meant the website. Yeah, well, there's a pinned message. If you click on the pinned message, that gives you a link to the website. There's also a link to the website or the website address at the top of the screen. First off, Kenneth, welcome. The pink line down here is the 200 period simple moving average. The purple line right here is the 50 period simple moving average. Yeah, natures can move so quick. Did I say natures? If I said natures, I meant futures. Is Earl moving any better than NQ? Is Earl? Huh? Who's Earl, Cody? Okay, Empire. This is your final warning. Like, I'm pretty sure you're just a troll. So either actually map something out or I'm just going to ban you at this point, okay? I tried my best not to jump too quickly to just classifying people as a troll and banning. But at this point, I think you're making it pretty clear. Maybe, JJ, stand by. It might become open season. I think we'll drop below the trend line. Yeah, all right. All right, T-Man. Sounds like he's thinking of a short. The bandwagon. Nice one. Nice one. Wrong trade, Jim. Ooh, are you ripping on Jim? Clay, I'm confused on the consistency rule. I lost $900 day one. I'm up $800 today. Should I keep going? What account? The 50K? So I take payouts whenever they're available. Yeah, I don't build buffer. If I'm owed 37 cents, I'm going to go ahead and take that 37 cents. No, you can, so the consistency rule is 50% of your target. So what's your target price, Jake? On the 50K with Take Profit Trader, what is your target to pass? Okay, so what's 50% of that number? And I'm not trying to insult your intelligence because I know you know, but I'm just walking through the thought process so you fully understand. All right, open season on Empire Trading. Ban. Not timeout. Empire Trading Z. Ban the Joker. Who got him? Oh, Nathan got him. There you go. So that's how much you can make in a day right there, Jake. What did you do, Greg? No, not a timeout, a ban. You dense. I have the biggest bunch of baboons working here possible. Ban, not a timeout. Man, it's almost like I pay my crew in stale Twinkies and hugs. Do you just get bored and start another racehorse account? Well, no, I mean, if you're bored, then you should probably not to trade. But no. If you want to keep trading, but you think you're on tilt, then yes, I could see firing up another account. Not a pro account, just a normal account. And that way, if you go on tilt, because let's face it, sometimes going on tilt, you can create big gains for yourself. I would do that in a test account. And then that way, if that one eventually passes, well, hey, now you have another pro account. You have another racehorse in storage. Thank you, JJ. Yeah, Greg couldn't. It was intense for Greg there. All right, maybe along up through here. This candle here has got me a little curious. Hey, Valor. Short? No, I'm not looking to short right now. I'm more so bullish biased. Okay, I am long. All right, let's see this move continue. Come on. Let's go. Get up through there. Come on. Okay, took one out. Still could be a losing trade, but at least I got one little profit target out. Come on. Push through there. I'm sorry. I know it's behind these letters, but there's nothing I can do to get those letters out of the way. It's just the function of this indicator here. Come on, brother. Push. Come on. The more hesitates, the more my worry grows. So oil is pulling back right now. So that's just, again, further confirmation that this pull or that this correlation seems kind of just be dead. Oh my goodness, come on. I might outfancy myself here. I'm thinking about adding down here because really all the way back down. Hey, rookie. Try the 100K then, McKay. Yeah, 9K can seem crazy until you look at the position size they'll let you get with the 150K, and then once you see how futures can move, it's not as crazy as it seems. But I hear you thinking, good grief. But I am going to add some more at the green line if it wants to come back up. Dumb money. You don't know my strategy. You trade your strategy, I'll trade mine. Okay, dude? I like the 50K and the 150K. Okay, added. Let's go. Come on, push up. Come on, let's keep this momentum going. Oh, I added. Come on. Come on, push, brother. Come on. Blue line is my average. Push. Push. Go. Okay, back down to 4. On the position size. There we go. Don't like how it's still putzing around there. So, given I added, I needed very ideal movement, and this is not ideal movement. Ideal movement for me would have been a nice clean move up through there. Just the eval by itself. Again, if you're still long here, I don't blame you one bit. So that's what I mean, dumb money. I respect for you and your strategy, not adding there, no problem at all. But like, that's why I say, you just do your thing, I'll do mine thing. What's your initial position? If you don't. Oh, you know, it depends. It depends on the strategy, my initial position size. Yeah, there's a lot that there's no like generalized rule because the market's different every day. That's where, again, I appreciate where people are coming from, where they're trying to make things like very mechanical. Like my stop is only always 10 points. It's like, well, that doesn't make sense though, because some days a 10-point stop is going to get triggered in like the blink of an eye. Other days it might perfectly make sense. Other days, maybe a 10-point stop is you're taking on way more risk than's ever needed. So yeah, initial position size, there's no like number that's like always this. Hey, we got to get this up to at least 300 likes. I keep forgetting to ask, but if you are enjoying, hopefully there's 39 people out here that are enjoying enough to hit that like button. But let's see if we can get a bit of a short squeeze going on in the likes, get this thing up over 300 likes. So yeah, if you are enjoying, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be great. Yes, and please remember, as Skymon says, to use code CLAY, all caps, with the accounts. Thank you, Mambo. Thank you, Jay. And then I love it. I can't, like, I don't really care if, like, you're wrong about something, but at least don't just disappear. Dumb money, don't add. And then it does all this, and he's nowhere to be found. Why? That's so just, it's way more respectable if you show it up and be like, yeah, lesson learned. I'll just, you know, I'll stick with my strategy and not, you know, because again, you got to just throw out the question: had it not worked out, would he be here right now saying, "I told you so, Clay. I told you should not have added"? But of course, it does exact opposite, and he's nowhere to be found now. Thanks, JP. Yeah, the record is 633 viewers though, so we're not quite there. But yeah, thank you regardless. You opened your buy position here. Gotcha. Like, where can I learn about your, like, what services are you talking about? Yeah. Are we good now, dumb money? You just trade your strategy. I'll do my thing. Clay, you do you and I will do me. Right. Exactly, AJ. Pretty standard operation for chat. Told you so or leave. Yeah. But to be fair to Dumb Money, he did just speak up, so he has not disappeared. I'm not going to debate your strategy. Exactly. Just like I'm not going to debate yours because I don't know your strategy. So therefore, it's impossible for me to debate something intellectually, honestly, if I don't understand the thing I'm debating against. So good. I'm glad we can both agree on that. No. Okay, here we go. For people starting on options trading, don't do options trading. If you're getting into the world of day trading, day trade futures through a prop firm. Day trading options is making your life very difficult because you're going to have to deal with something called theta. We always good but hot-tempered. Nobody's hot-tempered. That's what I mean. You like gaslight. You just make stuff up. Nobody's hot-tempered. Just because I raise my voice does not mean I'm hot-tempered. This again is why. Please, parents, put your kids in sports. What is that? Yes. If you day trade options and then when you hear theta, you're like, what's theta? That is a massive red flag. I do not understand the chart on the right. Oh, this over here, the DOM, the depth of market. Yeah, this is, I don't use it, but I know a lot of people do kind of use it within their trading, so they like to keep an eye on it. So I have it over there for their sakes. This is a very weird chat. Okay, what is a normal chat, man tools? Fair, that's fair. It's your claim is it's a weird chat. Okay, well, what would a normal chat look like to you, men tools? Options trading is okay before 12. Stop, Carlos. That's the quickest way to get a ban around here. You preaching like, hey, no, it's okay before 12. No, theta is always there. I came here to hear a nice conversation about trading. We are talking trading. But all I hear is arguing. Oh, man, tools, I'm so sorry for offending you, brother. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, brother. Well, let me be very nice to you, aka very honest. If you expect me to talk trading for 4 hours straight, you're a crazy person. The thought of speaking about trading for 4 hours straight does not sound fun. I need a little bit of spice in my life, okay? I need a little bit of other topics in my life, brother. Man tools. Stop, you're all mean and arguing. Man tools. Man tools. I'm a man, I use tools. Stop arguing. All right, here we go. Pull back here to the trend line. Does the trend line hold? Let's see. Sir, this is the Wendy's. I don't know, Mac. I'm in house building mode right now. My mind is consumed by house building stuff. Hope they might on this Friday. They might break ground, but if not this Friday, next week We are breaking ground on the house. So that's kind of where my mind is at. I can't say that I have been focused on really anything else. Clay, only live streamer that actually makes me laugh. Well, you know what? Some people do not find it funny at all. It's crazy. The only common denominator that everybody has in common is everybody would agree that I look like a Greek god. Besides that, yeah, there's some opinions. But yes, the one place that from trolls to people that think I'm funny, the one common ground is, you know what? He does look like a Greek god. That is the one common ground. Clay's streams changed my life. Yeah, there we go. I mean, Ty's life was already good, and then that's what happens. Well, it sounds like you know. That's right. I do need some man tools. Yeah, thank you, CJ. We're excited. Yeah, my wife's been working on the design for, I don't know, 2 years now. She's done it. She did a good job. Dumb Money, I have heard that one before. I am considering a short up here, kind of just the classic back test and go. And then I can put my stop right above there. So there we go. So looking for a short again. Came down. Do we get the back test and then continued flush? We'll see. But if this thing decides it wants us, come straight back up, I'll be taking a losing trade here. I was watching an Asian session live stream. I can't believe you cheated on me, self-made project. I can't believe you cheated on me. My heart is broken. I can feel it in my loins, brother. I wonder how much it would cost to build a home over there. Over where? If you mean over in America, well, America's a big place. So that would depend on where you live in America. Yeah, barn's pretty much complete. Odds and ends, but that stuff will get finished like as the house itself is built. Oh, in Iowa? Yeah, Iowa is, you get a good bang for your dollar. But we are in like, so I know some people are like anti-government regulations. It's actually kind of scary because where we're building, the only two inspections you need are septic and electric. I'll say that again. In order to build, the only two inspections you need are septic and electric. So in some ways, it's like, good, we're not going to get stuck in bureaucracy tape and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, choose wisely who you're going to hire to build your house, right? Because there will be no inspection. If your house looks like, we're right now, because I'm a fan of, government, just let me do my own thing. And the government is certainly around these parts letting me do my own thing. But it's like, okay, I got to choose wisely here. I'm in Iowa. With MI, that is totally false. Well, yeah, because I'm in Iowa. Now, I'm also in the country. If I was in city proper, I think they have more coding there. But like out in the country, out in America, only two inspections. I'm kind of like co-general contracting it because I found a guy that built our barn. It was a good relationship. I said, listen, I'm not looking to pay. I do real estate investing, so I know enough where I could manage a project. I am an engineer by degree, so I'm kind of a dork. I like to set up processes and blah, blah, blah. But I was like, so I'm not looking to pay like a 15, 20% markup on everything. But And he made good points too about, I was like, well, let's just do an hourly rate. Anything outside of what you're doing for me, just charge me an hourly rate. So we came up with that, and I am saving a whole lot of money compared to paying, well, I don't know if we have any builders here. I know the range goes from 15% up. I've seen some at 25, 30%, which I'm not, like I said, I'm not interested in paying. Okay, I'm looking for a short up around here still if it does want to pop up. So get short right there. Stop right there. That BE sounds like. Okay, here we go. Maybe a short here. Oh, wait, I need to come up a little bit more at the trend line because that would technically be the. There we go. Again, looking to just play the retest of this breakdown point and then for it to come back down. No, that can't be true. 50% markup? There's no way a general contractor can be getting charged away with 50% markup. That is... Stop. That I don't know. That sounds like an exaggeration. The Yoders down there will put your house up in one day. Yeah, well, I want my house also built to not fall over. It's around 18 to 20% here, yeah. I mean, think about it. If you're building a $100,000 house, and if it's, the 20% markup, I mean, that's $20,000 extra. Again, I'm not... For any of you that do that, like I appreciate what a general contractor is doing. They are doing a lot. I'm just saying that I think I'm capable enough where I just was not willing to pay that. But I also found the guy where we found a common ground, and so far it's been working out very nicely. Okay, here we go. If that red line turns blue, I'm in. Looking for the short. And okay, I'm in. Come on, let's see you roll over now. I'm definitely getting pretty aggressive. I'm going for like almost a 3-to-1 on my first target. Uh-oh, stopped out. Well, like I said, if this decided to V-shape, it was going to be a losing trade, and that's exactly what it's doing, a V-shape straight back up. All right, well, will I have a pool? No. We have a big creek that goes through the property. Your county is building a new county engineering office this year. Yeah, I think I saw some sort of news about that. Oh yeah, California's crazy. I still remember when we visited my brother-in-law and sister out in like San Jose area when he used to work for Google. And my wife and I were just walking around a neighborhood, and 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. Just very, very modest, very modest. Pull out her phone. Oh, all right, that's 1.3 million. Oh, okay. Yeah, California real estate market. Granted, that was still Silicon Valley area, so I'm assuming that adds that much more to it, but still crazy. Well, I'm glad I stopped out where I did, because this would be getting... So this stop out feels good in the sense of, right, it's really bad when you get stopped out and then the price goes in your favor and you're like, oh. But in this situation, that stop out feels good in the sense of, man, I would have gotten destroyed. Why aren't you trading MNQ6 today? Because the M contracts now have more volume. Bang a run. I ran that up on the new 100K. Hey, all right. Okay, so you went with the 100K, McKay? Good. The most important question here, though, McKay, is did you feed hungry children? Did you use code CLAY? All caps. Did you feed hungry children? That's the most pressing issue here right now, McKay. We follow the volume. $50 yards of concrete just cost me $32,000. Yeah, I know concrete is one of those things where it's much higher than what it was before COVID, and I don't know if it ever really came down. That a boy, McKay. McKay's a saint using code Clay. Is there a limit on evals you can have? Nope. Gold, please. I don't know what you mean by gold, please. Like, you want me to give you gold? Hey, we're 2 likes away from 300. Can we get a couple more likes here? In Los Angeles. Yeah, I just know that generally speaking, concrete, I think it's one of those things that, I mean, obviously lumber came back down, but concrete, from my understanding, is much higher than where it was. And I don't want to hear about it, right? I can't stand like, oh man, if you'd have built 4 years ago, it's like, I don't want to hear it. We are where we are. Do I try this again? It did work last time when, where did I, ooh. Shame on me. Okay, so the track record right now is it comes down, acts like it wants to respect this, and then dumps. Broke out, came down, acted like it wanted to respect it, acted like it wanted to get strong, and then dumped. So there is an initial phase of acting like it wants to be strong. So I'm going to hop in right there just because it has been at least bouncing off there. Now, there's been no follow through, but there have been bounces. So let's see if we can get a bounce up off of this area here. Again, back testing the former breakout point. I'm new to futures and trading, and you know, what was that move up this morning? Rookie, I think you might be behind. I'm new to futures and trading NQ and SPY5 or SP5. Was that move up this morning just before open crate? I'm sorry, brother. I'm not sure what you're saying. Well, as of now, no back test. But now don't have any interest in playing the back test here because at this point that would imply that this fake breakout has occurred, right? It's acting like it wants to be strong. That is true. FOMC is tomorrow. What trades did you make? That was from this morning. Those are NQ trades. So yeah, this is NQ. And then this is MNQ. Oh, are we finally getting an actual breakout? Is it going to maintain above here? This morning from 8 a.m. to 9. Right, so I guess what I'm confused about, Rookie, is you're asking me about that information. So, like, I guess in my mind, I'm thinking, well, you have a chart. Why don't you just go back and look? But that's why I think I'm not sure what you're saying. Or do you not have a chart right now? Is that what you're asking me? Hey, Clay, I actually don't have access to a chart right now. Can you go show me real quick? Maybe that's what you're saying. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try a back test right here. Maybe this is finally going to be some like healthy pennant or flag that forms. My question is that a crazy move or normal move? Yeah, I guess it normally moves crazy. I guess I can't be too literal with definitions because definitionally, like by definition, it can't be a crazy move and a normal move at the same time, right? So it's got to be one or the other. So yeah, but it normally does move pretty crazy at the open. 9:30 a.m. Eastern. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be difficult, but I am trying to trade, analyze, read questions, think through if this is still a good trade or not. So if I come across as being very like it's not with some people it is intentional because I can tell or at least I think they're trolling. So for those of you that do hop in and help I really do. Like, I can't really express how much I do appreciate that. Some of you, you're trying to help people out, which is why I think we have one of the best chats in the trading space, because it is people just trying to help each other out. Yes, it's not a perfect chat, but I do appreciate when others are trying to help other people out. So I do think we may be a den of baboons, but we have a lot of good quality baboons in here. Rising wedge. Okay, I guess what you're probably saying is across the no, I don't think so. No, I don't really see the rising wedge per se. No, you're not going to come back down? I'm going to keep the order there for a little bit longer. All right, have a good one, LFRM. Last four dandles. Oh, look at that. The D and the C are right next to each other on the keyboard. So I'm assuming you meant candles. Oh, okay. I mean, this is a very, 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 very small rising. So I guess you could call that a kind of, sort of. That's a very aggressive rising wedge. Again, I'm not saying you're wrong, but yeah, I can't say that I noticed that. All right, here we go. Maybe kind of, sort of. All right, come on. Looking to play the back test here. Green line trying to get long. I'm in. Come on. Bounce up for me, brother. Come on. Come on. I know I've had scalpy scalps, but like, is this really going to fake again? I know the track record is act like it wants to break and then dump. Act like it wants to break and then dump. But is it really going to do it 3 times in a row? Act like it wants to break and dump? Yes, anything is possible. But, well. We'll see what happens. Come on. Come on. Put out a couple targets. Come on, push up. More. 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 Hey, shamadadaba. Here we go. Now we're cooking with baby oil, boys. Yeah, we're cooking with some baby oil. That's right. Man tools. I dedicate this trade to man tools. 1580, whatever the dude's name was. There we go, man tools. Yeah, man tools. Do it for man tools, that a boy. Man tools. Isn't that the saying? Now we're cooking with baby oil? Or is that the wrong saying? Like, I know it's a saying, but maybe did I misquote it? Put my next target up there. Stop is right here. Dude, I'm scaling out, Erdem. Just sit back and enjoy the ride. That's the saying, though, isn't it? Now we're cooking with baby oil? What is the saying? Oh, it's cooking. Now we're cooking with Crisco? I don't think that's it either. I'm pretty sure that's not it. Hey, thank you. And welcome to the channel. You were holding through. Oh, nice with 3 NQs. All right, about to get stopped out, I think. All right. Whoop. Okay, I'm out. Either way, there we go. Nice trade there, brother. Now we're cooking with gas. Cooking. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's baby oil. I'm pretty sure it's baby oil. I want to say, just like make hay while it's hailing outside. Pretty sure, I live on a beach in Nebraska. A beach is just something next to a body of water, so I can believe that. Peanut oil? I don't know. I think it's make hay while it's hailing outside, and then now we're cooking with baby oil. And then what's the other saying? 18 bushes in the bird is better than 18 other birds in the basket. Something like that. I think, yeah, anyways. Cooking with man tools. I really wish man tools was still here. He got the victory. He got the W. He is my GOAT of the stream. But for real, you can't show up with a name like Man Tools and then behave like he did. Like that's an oxymoron. Bird in the hand is, I don't know. And then the other saying is what, like 18 dozen of 3 is 4 dozen of 6 others, something like that. I think that's how the saying goes. Uh-oh, Neil Man needs intervention? Uh-oh, what happened, Neil? This market is dog. Nick, what are you talking about? Did you not just see my Man Tools trade? Count your gooses before they hatch their bacon? Okay. Nick, brother, dude. Did you not see? Just bought the pullback right there. It was so juicy, Nick. I don't know, AJ. Unfortunately, he's gone. Real sharp trades. Market is fine. Yeah, I was happy with that trade. That thing worked out nice, brother. It was nice, brother. In the immortal words of George Bush, fool me once, shame on me, shame on you, fool me, you can't get fooled again. There you go. Yeah, careful, Carlos. Careful. Dude, I missed Man Tools. I mean, no offense to all of you that are here right now, but you guys are all losers compared to Man Tools. No offense. It's now we're cooking with bacon grease. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's baby oil. Is today event? No. The main event is happening tomorrow, which would be the Fed announcement. All right, TRG Sports, love to see it. Interesting, rookie. Tell what happened with... Oh, my... You know what happened with Man Tools? Oh, man. I miss that guy. Man Tools is my spirit animal. I hit the buy on NQ for mini scalp. I almost hit the sell without knowing that I had a... Ooh, yeah. Careful. Bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. I don't know if that's right. I'm pretty sure it's 14 goats in the stable is better than 14 goats out on the prairie. What's good for the goose is good for the goofer. I just switched to CL futures made back the grind. Yeah, I've not really paid much attention to oil today. It seems like it's calmed down enough where I've kind of lost interest in it. But hey, sounds like oil is still giving some opportunities. Some of you are crazy with you telling me these phrases. I mean, what's next? You're going to try to fool me by telling me that Yoda's in Star Wars? I mean, I know you guys are trying to fool me, but you can only do so much. Early bird gets the green. Yeah, early. Yeah, the early bird gets the bacon, I think, is how that one goes. The stitch in time saves. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, so I have no idea what to do with this one now. My long from here, kind of, yeah. Yeah. Easy in hindsight, like I should have left my stop lower, but that was already a nice trade. But yeah, right now, going long seems like a chase, but going short kind of seems like you're stepping in front of a freight train, right? Or not necessarily a freight train, but like maybe one of those slow, steady grinds upwards. Yoda is in Star Trek, Clay. That's true, I think. That sounds about right. The war, wait. War is over. Was there an announcement about the war, or do we need to put Harper in a timeout for false news? That is a news thing we cannot lie about. Or to be fair to him though, is there an announcement on the war, or is Harper going to timeout for a little bit? I'm gonna walk with my 1K before I got. Hey, good job, McKay. That's a very nice start to a new account. Let's go, brother. False news. Trump said the war is over. He did? Might be interested in a long on a pullback, but like I said, right now, a short seems I'm not interested, but a long up here, not interested in that either. So just got to sit on my hands for now. Hey, RJ's back. Measured move target, measured pull, and bring it up from the base. Roger that. Clay, do you only trade NQ? No. I trade NQ, MNQ. I'll do some gold. I'll do some oil. No YM. Nope. The one we won last week again. So much winning. Oh, okay. I'm conflating all sorts of different conversations right now. All right. Let's see if this wants to pull back a little bit more. What is gold doing? Gold, okay. So for the gold people out there, maybe, kind of, sort of, a double top-ish. Or another way I could see playing this is a fake break of the double top, which brings about the question, okay, well, where do you think the fake break is going to stop breaking out and start becoming fake? And that would be at VWAP. So I don't know. So there's the double top, and then you think that the fake starts right there because it gets rejected. So I don't know, get short right there. Stop. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. Or I mean, I could see people just wanting to take the double top and then I don't know, use VWAP as your stop. Maybe kind of sorta. Yeah, I mean, if you are on team gold is in a sideways channel right here, then yeah, it is approaching the top of that channel. If you baby wap kill the radio. Who sings that, by the way? What is the actual lyric? I think what, radio? Oh yeah. No. Oh, video. Video killed. Yeah, that's right. Okay, here we go. This is exactly why I was not interested in a long up there, but I am well aware. Yeah, Clay, you could have taken a short. Well, that's true at this point with hindsight. Did you all see news? Marines inbound to help. Isn't that from a couple days ago, or is there more news on that topic? Yeah, I saw that a couple days ago, rookie, but I think maybe you're referring to an update to that news. No, we don't want Ty full porting soybeans. He's threatening to do it unless we get to 400 likes. So yeah, hit that like button. What even is the ticker for soybeans? The news I saw recently was no country want to help and we don't need them. Yeah, that's an interesting thing. Like, so hear me out. Is that going to embolden Russia? So how would that embolden Russia? Well, is Russia going to start to like get a little bit more aggressive in Europe? Because he's like, well, I know what Trump's going to say to the Europeans when they start to ask the Americans for help. They're going to be like, hey, remember the Straits of Hormuz? Yeah, we'll pass. Deal with them alone. So I don't know. Does this in a weird way embolden Russia? I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. But if I try to do some game theory in my mind, I'm like, if I'm Putin, I'm like, okay, maybe I can get a little bit more spicy here. But they are saying China is surrounding Taiwan. Who is saying that? I see no news about Taiwan anywhere. I did see that about Taiwan yesterday. Gotcha. Yeah, I was gonna say, I haven't heard anything new. Like, anyways, soybeans is ticker Jim. Ha. I am going to grocery store to get corned beef. Let's go. I need to get some corned beef. That stuff is good. I probably can't afford it though. Beef is so expensive. And when you got 6 kids to feed, beef gets even more expensive. They're saying Armstrong in this bucket of KFC. Let's go. KFC, that's what I'm talking about. Is that green line the 14 EMA? No, it's the 21 EMA. Code Clay feeds hungry clays. That's true. 5-minute here looks interesting. We have quite a bit of congestion here. We have the overnight high. We have the 21 EMA, that green line. We have the purple line, the 50 SMA, and they're all like right at that area. So much so that I might take a swing at it right there. Yeah. I'm going to get rid of that tread line. I think it serves. But yeah, down here around 25 for the reasons just discussed. I'm going to take a swing. I'm going to try a long down there. Just get long with me, Clay. We have defined stop. I'm not getting long up there. Well, I mean, I guess it's not too crazy. You're looking to play a bounce off the 21 EMA. That's fair. That's fair, brother. Long 036. If it doesn't work, I've always got my soy. That's true. You got your soy trade. All in, brother. Who said ticker symbol Jim? That's hilarious. Dude, you cooked him so bad. I almost feel bad for him. Almost being the key word. Dog trainer. I'm still over here waiting for my... How long you been on the trade, dog trader? Bearish engulfing on the 5-minute. Not quite. Not quite. Close, though. Close, though. What EMA am I using? Why are you assuming I'm using EMAs? What about the SMA? I ask it all the time, but I don't understand. Like, why do futures traders just disrespect the SMA so much? It's crazy. This is the 20, to your point, this is the 21 EMA, but this is the 50S SMA. This is the 200 SMA. Yeah, but why is slow bad? I don't understand. Why is slow bad? Yeah, sure they react a little bit slower. Maybe I'm just not trying to get chopped to pieces by movements that are a little too spazzy. There's a great roof and floor. I like Goose. Goose is a good man. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me. I got wings, by the way. I am a naval aviator. Right there. I have wings. If you did not know. Former Top Gun pilot. And don't act like, oh, it's plastic. Oh, no. I don't know if that's real metal right there. It's real wings right there, boy. Oh boy, JP. Oh boy. All right, here we go. Maybe a long down here. But I'm going to try it down here because this is a good... Okay, here we go. Maybe kind of, sort of. Trying to get long at the green line. Basically like a little bit of a double bottom here, but the 5-minute also has all that congestion that I pointed out. No! I mean, okay. I did get a little greedy with that one, but there is a nice bounce so far, at least for a scalpy scalp. By the way, that was a joke. I have a buddy that is a former Cobra helicopter pilot, and he gave me some wings. One of my prized possessions. I always keep them at all my desks. I always put it right there. I think it was one of the coolest things ever. Like little legitimate official wings. But no. So that was a joke before. Dude, he's a former Top Gun fighter pilot. It was a joke. But those are real wings. They were just not earned by me. All right, Kevo, I think you fell behind the live stream. That comment might have been relevant 10 minutes ago. All right, I'll cancel that out for now. Man Tools. Yeah, dude, Man Tools would not be happy right now. I have a private pilot's license. Cool. No, not those kind of wings, Kyle. You dented baboon. I have a private pilot's license for your fleet of private jets because you're making so much money trading, brother. Oil pop? Oh, yeah. Well, did get a bit of a surge here. That's, So, yeah. Volume up through here. Yeah, those are good shoes. Right here. Red Wing work boots. Let's go. All right, is this maybe a short here? I think I might try to play them. No, come back up. No, I'll do it right here. Back test right here for the short. Nope. Okay, nope, not going to backtest. We're just going to keep bleeding. Okay. Well, I guess the right one was right there. The backtest off the purple line. Shame on me. Do I try the double? Would this be a double? Ooh, like a triple. Ooh. How many bottoms is it? All right, here we got this low, this low, this low, this. Where do I pick? I'll try to find a middle ground. I'm all right. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna try to catch the knife. If it keeps falling, no need to lie about it. This will be an attempted knife catch, but I can do so in a risk-controlled way. So there we go. We'll look to get long down here. Stop is right here, but yes, if this keeps dropping, like I said, there's no need to beat around the bush. I am trying to catch a knife. I would argue I'm not randomly doing it. I do have logic behind it, but it is still a knife catch nonetheless. You're guessing an increase? Oh, I would be shocked if it increased interest rates. Am I watching oil prices? Not really. Because yesterday we watched something play out, which seems to still be the case, where the correlation has kind of been broken. Like yesterday, like I said, we were literally watching the Nasdaq chart with oil, and it like they just demonstrated that, like, yeah, they didn't really care what each other was doing. Well, that pink line, I guess shame on me. Should have just been right there. What's the pink line? It's a holy grail. Sometimes. That is the 200 period simple moving average. That's what I mean. All you futures guys that are like, you just kick the SMAs in the face like they're worthless. Right there, look at that SMA. Look at it. Look at it. Maybe a 985 wick. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe this thing just V-shapes straight back up and crushes all who are undisciplined. Is this the type of trade you would go after more because of the live stream, like where you were taking about earlier? Kind of. But no, this is still a quality trade. I mean, where I'm buying, it's bounced from several times before, so it's not like there's zero logic behind it. Yeah, okay. I understand, yeah. Iran is saying a bunch of stuff, but everybody's saying a bunch of stuff. Almost like that's what war is. Everybody says stuff, but what stuff is actually true? So again, I have an order down at that green line to get long. Going to try to do some knife catching here. Man, once again, that 200 period is just, it is a stubborn donkey. If this thing V-shapes straight back up, I want you to walk over to your window and roll it down. And I want you to listen very closely. The howls you hear are those that are short and believing that this is a start of a bearish trend, which I can totally understand. That would be nasty. So nasty if this thing just goes right back up now. Now, not likely to happen because V-shapes are not like the norm, but if it were, oh man. Oh man. Again, I'm still going to try a long down here at the green line. We'll see what happens. We'll see if it can get down there or not. It's bouncing between the 200 on the 2 and the 1. Is it? Gotcha, Jocko. All right, it is kind of just putzing around here. Hey, if you want to help support the stream, Code Clay, all caps. Thank you again. For those of you that have been using it, as I kind of reported a couple of days or last week, Take Profit Trader did a big overhaul, axed a bunch of their affiliates. But thankfully, all of you, enough people were using Code Clay that I got to keep the code, which is very vital if you want to keep the live stream going. So I cannot be any more transparent than that. There is a business component to all this, and Code Clay has got to be used in order to ensure that this stays worth my time. And if that makes me an evil bad guy, then I guess I'm an evil bad guy. But I would just argue I'm just a dad of 6 kids trying to use my time as wisely as possible. So there does need to be value with what I'm using my time for if it's away from my family. So Code Clay, which again, thank you for all of you that have used it and continue to use it. You quite literally, as I've said all the time, if you want the stream to continue, got to use Code Clay. Because had I lost the Take Profit code, I would have had to make some serious decisions. So thank you for those of you that have been using it. And thank you for those that continue to use it because, yes, it's not me just saying it. Like, it's just me being very business transparent. If you want the stream to continue, Code Clay, all caps, with any of these prop firms. Again, I recommend Take Profit Trader, especially if you're just getting started in the prop firm space. I think Take Profit Trader is the king of the mountain. But for those of you that are maybe experienced and you're in empire building mode and you want multiple prop firms, multiple accounts, these are other prop firms that offer you a way to help support the stream. And you'll also save money by using Code Clay. So Code Clay gives you whatever the current deal is at those prop firms. So I'm going to go ahead and call it good. Things seem to have really slowed down now. I'm at a fine spot. So on your way out, if you don't mind hitting that like button, didn't quite hit 400 today, but still up over 300, which is great. So on your way out, hit that like button. I'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. Also, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. Usually I show up early. So if you want to know exactly when I go live, I turn on the notification bell. That'll help you out in that regard. But yeah, if you are not yet a subscriber, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, hit the like button on your way out. And again, if you want to help support the stream, Code Clay, all caps, with any of these prop firms. So thank you, everybody. Appreciate you had a fun stream. And I'll just leave you with this. Man tool.